You know I gotta do it.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing today? Rich Jones effect. Just sitting in here, got a whole lot of things on my mind, so we don't know what we gonna pop off with. First thing I think I want to pop off with this Kate Fields thing. You know, by all means necessary, you make excuses up when the resolution includes the words all means necessary, by all means necessary. For all of those out there that have been hackling me, telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, calling me a clown, saying you can't do this with the money, and saying I can't believe y'all because y'all didn't even listen to me. I'm telling y'all, I got it from great sources. I'm blessed with common sense, like real talk. Like God told me, because I was thinking, man, what's going on, man? I really don't think we should be paying these water bills. And I'm knowing about the KWA. I'm seeing a lot of background stuff that people that I be talking to, they ain't seeing. So I'm thinking like, man, we need to be zero back. Because really, to be honest, I wanted to say, let's go out and demand that the state pay 30% of our water bill directly to our water fund. But that would have took a whole lot of work, and it would have took a whole lot of more people than me to get that done. So I figured, I say, man, what can I do? So I called Eric Mays up. And before I say that, if y'all listened to Jerry Winfrey Carter yesterday, she said the political correct word that I'm keeping out of this conversation. She said water credits. So now let's go back to my phone call with Eric Mays. And then y'all understand why what I just said there, that's the reason why me and Eric Mays' conversation only lasted 6 seconds. What happened in those 6 seconds? He answered the phone. I asked him how much would it take to stabilize the water fund. He said 21 million. Y'all see on my literature, it say 22. Bam. Step number 2, campaign season. I decided to spend my campaign trying to get people downtown to get their record expunged. Doing my best to keep people in line and trying to make things right. Guess who I bump into? Dan Q. Talked to him for 10 seconds. Guess what I said in them 10 seconds? Eric Mays told me it would be like 21 million to stabilize our water fund. And I said, I would like for him to stabilize our water fund and then go back and zero balance. Oh yeah, that can be done. I wrote the language up so broad, all they gotta do is put it in writing. Now remember, Eric Mays, the one told me how much it costs to stabilize the fund balance. And I know Eric, and I'm watching Eric and I'm laughing because for months now, whenever Kate Field did decide to address me, she would try to contradict what I was saying about zero balance in our water fund. So now let's take it back to, let's put Jerry Winfrey Carter, what she said last night, in with the reason why I only talked to Eric Mays for 6 seconds. That is because water credits is the political correct term. But in these situations, and especially this one, it's not about being politically correct. It's about doing what's best for your people when you have a chance of a lifetime to do it. Now, let's go back to the stallers. We need to go get a person to tell us how to issue the money out. No, you don't. Open that 150-page book up and or cheat like I did. Go grab somebody else's thing and see where they put money at. And then let me get back on that. I want to tell you how slick these people is and how I ain't buying. Just leave it like that. They try to say, other people in trouble. It's a lot of little junk. Then they try to put up Benton Harbor, right? Put up they little it ain't even an outline, a draft or nothing. This what this man has actually done because many has already spent their money. Tony Flynn is sitting back talking about they don't know how to spend it. They're waiting for instructions when it was gave to them with instructions. The game is this, y'all. We're going to just make it simple. A couple hours before it got to be spent, they're going to call a special meeting. He's going to propose a budget, spendings or whatever. And if he get the 5 votes, good. If he don't get the 5 votes, then they're starting progress. They're not making things move forward and all of that stuff. When the reality of it is they already had the money for 6 months. And by the time that day come there, who knows what they say. I'm here in December. I don't know when the actual deadline, people saying 3 years. I don't know. But my thought was they got half this year and half that next year. And that's the reason why I said $22 million. Now, I wasn't saying take $22 million out of this year's money. I was saying take 11. But let me keep it real with y'all. Let's just say that they spend this whole $47.5 million. Let's just say that. And you still have people with outstanding water bills and all kinds of water fund problems. Guess what I'm going to debate next year? And we already see, and then y'all gonna have to stand with me because right now, I talked to Mayor Neely, and it's not on his mind. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's not on his mind to zero balance our water accounts. Because it's more behind that, the madness of what I'm saying, and homeowners know what I'm talking about. So, and especially if you're a homeowner and you got you one of the ones that ain't paid your water bill in a year, you better get on board. You got something to stand up for real, for real. So, well, you got your mayor that don't want to do this. You got Kate Fields, with right now, she gonna get her 5th vote. If it's crucial, we already know. We already know what's gonna happen. If it can, Lily, he'll vote against her. But when it counts, we already know. When it's serious, we already know. And I'm just so happy. Let me talk about my campaign. I am the happiest write-in candidate probably ever to run for office this close to an election, to where he know that he's living in a city where 90%, 85 to 90% of the residents are not going to vote. And he's depending on that 10 to 15% to remember to write his name down. Every letter right, because you miss a letter, I'm in trouble. If you forget to scribble in the box, if you forget to scribble in anybody's box, it don't count. So it's a whole lot against me. the fact that I'm walking and knocking doors by myself. But let me say something about that. I knew I was gonna be in this situation. So guess what? I ain't just started knocking doors. I've been knocking doors. I done knocked doors so much, I done wore both of my knees off. So that don't matter. Last night I got the victory of a lifetime. I have never been so happy to stay up, and that wasn't even a long counsel meeting. But I'm heard. And I'm happy because the people that I have been talking to was heard. Because when I spoke yesterday at the council meeting, right, I was in some apartments. And it's like real talk. I had a deal going down on getting rid of automobile before somebody tried to put me in that lane. Let me make it clear. I'm trying to sell an automobile. So the guy that wanted to make the automobile called me and the phone said, unmuted. And 3 people came out their apartments. All at the same time. So I said, not going to accept the call. I'm going to ignore them and go to the furthest house while I'm talking on the phone and start putting in my literature. And I handed them the literature as I was talking. And when my 2 minutes was up, they came up and they talked to me and they said, thank you. Because I mentioned last night that I'm tired. And when I say I mean we. The majority of the city, whether they register to vote or not, whether they vote or not, we, when I say this, are tired of apartments. We deserve home ownership. It's people that work in Hurley Hospital that don't own a home. We got police officers that don't own a home. And they're paying rent and have been paying rent in faith. So it ain't no, well, how they gonna work? They already doing it. You just, instead of paying for rent forever, now you paying rent for a little while, now you owning a house, now you just gotta keep your taxes up. Now let's talk about taxes. Because Maurice Davis forgot to mention one fact. If that city council don't vote to up our taxes as we go along, because what they say, oh, you want to live with the garbage, then your taxes go. No, our taxes don't have to go up. And let me tell y'all, this is another scenario that I want to bring to the city of Flint. It's better to make a nickel every day than a quarter every blue moon. And what I mean by that, I'm gonna give y'all a real good example. I had a friend that owned a strip mall in Florida. And the recession or the whatever it called when Barack got in office where everybody was going out of business. So as one business would leave his strip mall, he would just throw their rent on whoever was left. So and the more left because they was just getting higher. It got to the point where it was empty. Now he's paying taxes off. So I say, cuz, why don't you at least let them rent it enough to where they're paying the taxes? You ain't got to go in your pocket. You know, oh, yeah, rich. Oh, man. So he decided to make a nickel every day instead of a quarter every blue moon, and now his thing looked like it never had a recession. That's the same thing we need to do with Americans. You need to make it easier for us to open the business. Not we got to open a business that we got to charge an arm and a leg to our customers because you're taxing us an arm and a leg. You don't have to be that way. It's better to look right now. None of us have businesses. But look at all these abandoned because you're taxing too much. It's better to make a nickel every day than a quarter every blue moon. Real talk. And the only reason why this city has gotten so bad and fallen so far down is because we have a few people that make all of our decisions. And a lot of us, whether we can prosper off of it, whether we just going down, just letting it happen. We gotta start speaking out. And I mean, we gotta do more than listening, because we get a lot of listeners. We get a lot of people that have a rant. But we ain't really got nobody, just like honestly, with this zero balance. If I would have listened to everybody else, man, I've been all over the place. Because there's just so much stuff going on. But I had to stick, because I knew that the day was going to come to where they were going to have to talk about that $47.5 million. And I wanted, when that day came, to make sure that zero balance in all of the residents of Flint water accounts was a part of that conversation, and it is. That's a heck of a victory. See, I use my platform to help get people record expunged, to help get people registered to vote, to help to get people to lift their voice. You see, that's what's wrong with people. It's all do or die. It ain't all do or die with me. You don't know how good I feel when I knock on somebody's door and they finna vote for somebody else, and then they see what I'm about and they say, man, do you know, when I tell people that my first and third Saturday, and let me talk about this first and third Saturday of the month meeting. I was shocked to find out that city council used to go into the community ward by ward and host council meetings. The system we have now today, just listen to them. They all want to tell us what to do. No one like this money. They shouldn't be trying to talk about all we want to see, but no, maybe I had 6 months. You know what the people want. We've been talking, we've been calling in on to the city council meeting. Stop pump faking. Listen to the people and obey the people. Because right now you are ignoring the people. And whatever your agenda is before that council meeting starts, that's what you're trying to put forth during it's like the public speakers is just a part of the play. Okay, it's Act 1. We gotta open up. Act 2, we're gonna attack, we're gonna try to intimidate and kick out. Act 3, okay, we made it through that anyway, so we just gonna go to the public speaking. Then Act 4, okay, let's get our stuff passed so we can go home. Just that simple. And it's already wrote down. It's like, really, to be honest, on their little agenda, they might well put all that in there. They probably even can put the order, probably even know the order of the callers that's gonna come in and the subjects we gonna be on. It's that serious. Is that serious? But like last night, I'm not going to vote to okay that petty change of some kind of rich you poor comment Santino made for not, and then Maurice Davis say, I'm just seeing how you is. I could have asked for double or triple that. He just asked for like $10 million, and only thing he needed was a Flint address, and you was gonna get your portion of it. Somebody jumped in. Oh, you gotta do all the math. Y'all cracks me up. And you know what? I'm finna make y'all laugh too. Because I'm finna tell y'all something about y'all mayor. He told that after he had the beginning of his term, he had a meeting with the ethnic board and accountability, y'all. President and vice president. Excuse me, this is funny though. So we in the ethnic and accountability meeting. They're just going on and on about how great of a conversation they had with him and how nice of a person he is and how much he want to work with him. And then they just broke it down. But he said he can't give him no money because the previous administration shredded the resolution.
You said the previous administration did what?
Shredded the resolution.
They couldn't make another one?
So they couldn't give him no money because they didn't have no paper behind it. So
no, what I'm saying is they couldn't make another resolution.
No, hold on. You just let me finish telling you this tripped out part. Eric, you know, if I'm in the accountability meeting at that time, who else was with me? Eric Mays. Arnez Brown got to be there to, document everything, keep it on the legal form. So Eric say, Miss Brown, isn't that a resolution down in your office? And Miss Brown said, yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Well, with another one?
With the same resolution that Sheldon Neely said was shredded. It never was shredded. Remember, everything was shredded.
So what happened when she came back with it?
Do you see what happened? Did they get any money to the effort and accountability people?
Had no intention on funding it.
Had no intention on funding it. And that long, good old tell you what you want to hear conversation to where you want to sit down at that meeting and talk how great of a man he is, but he can't do nothing for y'all because y'all resolution is shredded. Now you find out that the resolution ain't shredded.
Let me read this question for you. It's from Jaleel. In peace, brother Jaleel. He said, ask Rich, why is people keep disrespecting Mayor Marcus Muhammad and keep bringing up the nation and Marcus Muhammad affairs?
Now that's a good question because Jaleel, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm not even crewing in on that. Like I told you over the phone, I am cool with Ed Pigney and I am cool with Mr. Muhammad. And what I wanted done got done last night when Benton Harbor was declared a state of emergency. So all of that other stuff that's going on, I'm cool with it all because Brother Muhammad was in that room and he okayed it. And you know that what Ed Pigney was pushing anyway. So far as with that being accomplished, I feel that the rest of the stuff between them, because you got to remember, they live in Ben Harbor. You live in Flint. I live in Flint. People are whining about Flint politics because they live in Grand Blanc, but they're talking about Flint politics. So I done seen what I wanted to see. So as far as that whole scene, I'm cool with it. Far as the person and all of that, like I said, with them coming together and agreeing on that emergency management and on the staring that, I feel the other problem can be worked out if people stay out of their business. But I also know that those are two smart young men that people can say what they want to say. They gonna get it right. So I'm staying in my lane when it comes to that conversation. I don't, like I said, I'm very last night that was a beautiful day.
Because he said Ed Pigney continues to disrespect brother Brother Mayor Marcus Muhammad, that's my nation brother before politics.
And I understand that.
No doubt.
And I ain't gonna tell you not to go down there and defend your brother. I ain't gonna tell you that your brother is right. I ain't gonna tell you that Ed is wrong. I ain't gonna tell you that Ed is right. I'm gonna tell you I'm satisfied because they declared that an emergency. Now, whatever the transpire, because you gotta remember, this is just a portion of time. They done had a lot of time up there in Ben Harbor that we don't know about, that maybe we only hearing one, like it's just like right now. I only know Jalil's side of the story. There ain't nobody here to defend Ed's side of the story. So it all depends on who you hearing it from, how you gonna, that's like the Biggie Tupac. You know what I'm saying? But I'm satisfied. And I'm staying out of it because, like I said, I like Ed Pinckney and I like Brother Muhammad and I live in Flint, Michigan, and I'm knocking doors every day. I'm putting staples in literature. That's where my concentration is. I'm not calling Ed Pinckney. I'm not going up there to their council meetings. I will, if the brothers decide they want to take some water or something up there, I will travel and help. If anybody else wanna do something and take it up there, I will.
He said you've been listening to the Karen Reaver show to know what Ed Pinckney been saying.
False. And you a witness of that.
And I ain't catch it today, but he probably sent from I'm guessing the previous shows.
I was on this, and I was on the show this morning. I was the first caller.
Right.
I thank Eric. I thank Karen for being voices.
Right.
And I said I was happy because of the emergency management. I ain't even get into bragging about how good I felt about the council meeting last night. And then I told them good morning and good night.
Right.
So I don't, like I said, I don't really, I hear it's fiction, but I feel that after yesterday, that things will get better.
I think if they take the outsiders out and them two brothers sit down and
that's what, like I said, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Everybody ain't gonna tell you everything.
Right.
So only them two know everything. What they accomplished last night will probably be able to let them ease what other tensions that they have. We don't even know how long they got tension. Because I know once upon a time they was like this. So then for them to go from like this to how they is now, it's a whole lot of stories that can be told that we don't know.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I can't take no sides when I don't know the whole story. But I do know this, and I feel this. I'm hoping I'm right. That last night was the beginning of them coming together. That was a huge step. Because you got to remember, we had city council members back in the day that was fighting against the emergency management. I mean, being the city being declared the emergency. I mean, we had Eric Mays to be the middleman between the mayor's office and the city council to get both sides to do it. They voted only one out of 8 or 9 people that could have decided that going down voted no. And I heard that he voted no because he got mad.
That's another question for you for Jaleel. Let me read it. He said, today he talked reckless about the mayor with Eric Mays. Remember, you were real upset when Maurice Davis called Sister Audrey out her name and you felt I didn't go in on Davis as you felt. I should, but not the same energy for Pickney, who been calling our brother everything but a child of God.
You know what, Jaleel? I'm finna keep it real with you. I'm finna say this. Why you ain't going as hard for Sister Muhammad as you is for Brother Muhammad? She ain't a Muslim. She ain't in your hood. Let's just keep it real. Since you want to go all the way there, let's go there. Because you keep trying to put me into something, I keep trying to tell you I ain't in. I told you, I was satisfied when they decided to declare that an emergency. Now, whatever else is going on, hey, I am. One day when I sit down and I talk to Ed New, maybe I can say, man, Ed, you need to chill. Or, man, Ed, get it. Right now, I can't say that. All I know is that it's bad enough up there for everybody to vote for them to be declared a state of emergency. What he say about not supporting Sister Muhammad right now?
He said, Brother Muhammad, good brother. I think he spelled Sister Muhammad political. I'm guessing he's saying Sister Muhammad political, but it's a D in front of it. So he said
hell, Brother Muhammad is the mayor. What ain't political about that? We wait. That sounds like some of that Facebook politic reboot. All the way they be. that sounds like someone that would say. He ain't come back yet?
Brother, I don't want to see you both going. We ain't finna do this because both of y'all my brothers.
I love Jaleel.
I get it though, but I mean, you know,
you can't make me pick sides when I don't know. I'm in Flint, Michigan, tearing my knees up. I ain't.
Okay, he said the attacks on Brother Muhammad personally is about being in the nation, not being the mayor. Now, if they doing that, now they wrong for that. You can't put the nation because he being the mayor. You can't draw the net. Now, I don't agree with that if they doing that. Now, they shouldn't be doing that. You know, you can't bring the nation in that. Because you know what I'm saying? I think that's wrong if they doing that.
If they doing, like I said, I don't know.
But then
rewind the show.
And this is what Becky Brown said. Becky Brown said, Pickney said the minister asked the mayor 3 times to take care of the people, and he agreed, but yet the mayor did not do it.
Whoa. So Jaleel, that looked like an in-house conversation that I shouldn't even be in.
And then Jaleel said, as far as mayor politics, that's up for grabs. I can understand that. If he's saying him being the mayor, you can attack him on that, but you shouldn't attack the nation.
And that what it all should be about. I mean, me being a candidate, that's what I should be attacked about, but it ain't happening like that. It's something that needs to change in society. People need to stick to the issues and stay off of the personality. And it's a problem, man. If you got a problem with all, and I understand you on that, but once again, Jaleel, I ain't seen it. I ain't been all in it. I'm not calling nobody. I'm in the one way.
We can say you do like Brother Muhammad.
Yeah.
And you do like Ed Pickney. Yeah, well then.
And I ain't, I ain't finna pick no side when I ain't heard nobody's story.
Right, because both of them your brothers at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
We should be trying to come together with solutions.
Like I said, I think the beginning is coming because, and see, that's what's wrong. Let's concentrate on the victory. We had a victory yesterday. That's a big thing.
Right.
And from that victory, all of this little bickering, that's chit-chat. Because in a political sense, I'm looking at it like they fighting for it, as far as everybody that voted for that. That's how I'm looking at it. I ain't hearing them, man. Look, dog, everybody have a disagreement or whatever, but if Ed Pickney is attacking the way, personal attacking the way he is, it's wrong, but Once again, I ain't heard it. Rewind the video from the day.
Okay, let me read this question for you. He said, this is Jaleel Carter. He said, Ed said that what Becky said on Weaver's show this morning, Ed pushed the minister and the nation in his beef so that he can make people think that he's truthful. I don't want you to pick sides. I'm just asking why you keep attacking the brother, that's all.
Jaleel, what? I can't answer that. I don't talk to Ed Pinckney. I'm not dealing, you telling me more information than I done known. So right now it's really like Brother Muhammad's side.
Oh, hold on, let me answer this. Okay, I don't know. Lakeisha, who is you referring this to? This what Lakeisha put it. She said, but why they discount the writer in Lakeisha to root in the 7th Ward if it's a problem with bias? Y'all perpetuate. I mean,
speak up, girl.
She said y'all perpetuated because y'all going for illegitimate. Y'all going for a legitimate candidate, but trying to dispute my work in the community. Who was the legitimate candidate she talking about? Can you write that in there, Lakeisha?
And you know, it's us against the city, Keisha. We be blackballed. She just I'll tell you what though, when we was in Detroit, we would be a lot more respected. And when this election is over with, if there ever be another race that have a write-in, I'm gonna damn sure make sure they don't have the problems that were given to us. I mean
that's wrong that they didn't give the write-in.
They didn't give us, man. Look, the black millennials. Let me tell you what they told me. We can't have y'all. First, they were trying to just beat around the bush. You know me, been in the game too long. See, that's another thing I need to tell y'all. This is my first time running, but I've been involved in politics here since I was 18 years old, and I'm 54. So we're gonna leave it there. So the black millennials.
No, Lakeisha, we didn't cancel you out. That was me that made the comment. I was just talking to Winters and Flo. Maybe you caught the end of it because I was in the back when I said take the write-ins out. Maybe I was wrong for stating it that way.
I was here. Oh no, Keisha, you was being messy.
Who was?
Whoever said that.
No, that's what I said. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because he wanted to hear what they would say about the other two.
Yeah.
I was here when that happened. And I can understand your side on this one too. But no, that wasn't nothing personal. It was just a question that something that they were trying to see.
Peace ain't Flo. How you doing? We doing good. Trying to clear some things over here. And I mean, I've been down for the write-ins. I want y'all to have a forum to say that. So there's no way we can stop it.
I mean, like the black millennials, so they tell me, and I got it in my phone. I just shared it on Facebook. So, like Dr. Woodson say, paperwork.
Oh no, you just as deserving as anybody. I would love for you to have you on so you can express that opinion. We not over here. We not biased. We're gonna give everybody on. If we was biased, do you think we would have had Ain't Flo on and Sister Winters on if we was being biased?
There was a lot of heat behind that.
Yeah, I want to have them back on again. We're not biased.
And y'all don't want to open the invite for everybody to come down Thursday. So y'all the one did that. But man, they is doing us, but man, they doing us right in something, man.
No doubt. I can't wait till y'all come back.
Who is that?
I mean for Linda.
Oh, she ready to come back?
No, but I love when the sisters came on because it was a great dialogue. It wasn't we wouldn't.
Hey, but tell her, answer this question. Why your girl don't want to give the essential workers a bonus up? Eric proposed to take a couple of $1 million to give all the essential workers like $5,000 to $10,000.
Becky Brown, it's invitation for everybody. We not one-sided on here. We have no problem doing that. It's love all the way around.
I want to do a show with Baby Brown. That's my girl.
Because at the end of the day, we all Flintstones.
I want to do a show with her, and I'll just sit on here and just listen to her. She all right with me.
No, it's just good. I'm just saying, I don't want people to think we just biased. No, we at the end of the day, we can agree to disagree.
Thank you.
But anytime we making decisions that's hurting the city, we hurting everybody. You know what I'm saying? I will never discount the write-ins. I mean, I think when we brought LaKeisha on, we thought you was a good asset. You could be helping the community. We wouldn't have brought people on who we didn't think would not be helping. But I mean, we got to interview everybody. How many times have you been trying to get a form for write-ins, Rich? How much help have you got?
Zero. People,
I feel the write-ins need to come together and put something together.
Yeah, and then this is the bad part about it. The forms that invite the write-in, the candidates don't show for.
And you know what, Jaleel? It might seem like that, but we're gonna have other shows. That's why we brought the two sisters on, for Linda and Winters.
And let them speak. And they had.
So we wouldn't look one side, even though I didn't agree with everything. But anytime I feel like we as a people can sit down to work on our differences and come together, it's all in love. When we left, we all smiled, talked. We wasn't, Rich, you was here. It wasn't no. I wasn't here to try to change Flo from how she feel. I wasn't gonna change Winters for how she feel. It was a conversation.
You know what was good about that day? And everybody blew it off. Ain't nobody mentioned it again. Was when I brought up the fact that all we want to do is talk about what we don't like.
This for you. This was for Linda. This for you, brother. She said that's not what was said. They said they have to go by the rules and the money can only go to essential workers. So they want to get clarification from HR.
I ain't listening.
Oh, Sister Becky, Brother Jaleel just had made a comment. He just voicing his opinion.
When the words "by all means necessary," that meant she could have voted yes for that and went down to the HR and got the information and got them folks their money. Come on, man. Come on now. I'm just trying to keep it real. I ain't going there, but the fact of it is, by all means necessary. That means if you gotta go to the president of the United States before this happened, you go on up to the president of the United States before it happens. If this means until Sheldon Neely say, okay, you get this money, until Sheldon Neely say, okay, they don't get that money. That's what by all means necessary means. What
Florinda said, you have to get it right before you give the money out. But they had enough time, ain't Flo now. How long they had the money, brother? How long did they have that money, Rich?
Let me ask you this, Flo. Do you think they're going to spend the money before the deadline? Or do you think they're going to bring the proposal up way before the deadline, or they going to bring it up at the deadline?
Oh, okay, a long time. Oh, they had it since May. If they had that money since
no, we good on that. The answer didn't have to answer this question.
No, I'm just Jaleel, because when I was asking how long they had, he put it in here since May 19th. If you had it since May 19th, you ain't had no solutions, brother. Jaleel came with something for the man of peace. They out there in the street.
They want to.
Like, why they wouldn't fund that?
Did you hear what they saying? Did you hear the excuses they was using? They want to hire somebody to tell them how to. Man, Jaleel know how to spend the money. Jaleel, they are pump faking and playing games. Now, Florinda, answer my question. When are they going to bring up the proposals to spend
Well,
the money?
Said she don't. Florinda just typed it. She said she don't think it's going out to after the election. That's what I feel like it's bad at.
But I'm not worried about that.
No, but that's where it's bad at, because if you waiting on an election, what if Eric get his 6 votes? Or his, you know what I'm saying? Why play the games when the people need help now? You don't wait till the ninth inning.
Well, since the people that are now running for office don't want to use this as an advantage to help them during their campaign season. I bet he do it. I bet he uses next year.
But then it'll be too late. No, because you have to spend.
Next year is his election.
No, you have to spend that 47.5 now, because if you don't spend it by December, you lose that.
Okay, that's the question. That's the question that I have for Brenda. When is he gonna bring that proposal up? Is it going to be early enough for them to make challenges and amendments?
No.
Or is he going to bring it up there to where they're going to have to okay it or lose it?
Now I gotta read. I'm gonna read this one. What Jaleel just said. He said they want to use the same foundations and organizations that already misuse and abuse the funds. Now let me. I gotta go to this one. This is what I want you to speak on. Now Jaleel put this. He said the time for being fake and phony with one another to appear as if we are getting along, even our differences, is why our youth going to rise up and slaughter those of us perpetrating. I can believe that.
Yep.
I can believe that.
And I also can believe that at the last minute, he's going to propose to give all them organizations that Jaleel just made that money, and the city council is going to either okay it or lose it. It's not going to be an adjustment period. It's not going to be a chance for them to make any suggestions. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like the garbage contract. You had a whole year, but you want to throw everything up there when it's do or die.
Now, that was sad fires on that. Now, as far as that garbage contract, no. For them to go give out more, and I'm not going to, whoever gave out that contract, they know it's a kickback. So who was forcing for that? Was it the 5 that voted for it got something, allegedly? Is the mayor getting something to kick back because that's the company he wanted to pick? And right now, is what Jaleel said, priority so far is garbage. So now, how can we really go back and say he gonna do right? Them 5 that voted for that contract, that garbage contract. Because my thing is this. Is the new council people that's going to come in going to re-pull that garbage contract back? Because if he making this mistake this late in the game, what you think he going to do next year?
Well, we got the investigating hearing.
That's a farce.
So that's.
But that's a farce, though, that investigating hearing. Because once again, if Eric don't get his people and Neely get his people, it's going to be pushed to the side.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pissed.
Now, this is what Keisha just said. She said, why would they spend the money now and be judged before a selection? This politics people, instead of making a decision now, they can save face and not lose votes. No heart and no power to the people.
Man, that's you know what, Keisha, because you know what? Well, we know Eric Mays already cool with the far as zero balancing, because he the man that said what it took. But think about it. Ain't none of them holler out, yeah, Rich, go. Zero balance.
But and I do. But why ain't none of the candidates? Why ain't no, not the candidates. We don't go with the candidates because they finna get in there. I'm talking about why the people on council, the ones that was in there, couldn't say zero balance. They couldn't come up with how to do this money.
Man, look, only because I don't want.
I'm talking about the city council that's on there.
That's what I'm saying.
Why is they trying to put this? Hold up, Rich. Why is they trying to put this pressure on the new council that's coming in to spend this $47 million? So you want them to come in?
It's not spending $47 million. It's okay, the expendages of $47 million. That's what they're leaving on this new council. And they're probably smart because it's probably so garbagey that if they went ahead and voted for it, ain't nowhere in the world we're going to forgive them. So they probably smart by like, hey, look, if we still on, we got 4 more years to make up for this.
So basically, they just what you saying. So right now, he holding his hand because
he presented a draft last night.
It said, Jaleel said, why would a gun violence emergency
Hold on
be?
for 1 second.
Brother, how you gonna tell me hold on? You hold on.
Hey, Cuzzo, they doing that handball down in Burston right now. Okay. Yeah, it was good till I had to come up to this to the studio, but I'm gonna have to call you back. I was just calling to let you know that. All right.
Rich, you do that again, I'm in the broad.
I'm so sorry, y'all, but he had asked me to try to keep them posted on that handball.
Oh, that's what's up.
And
I'm just talking.
Yes, they're doing handball.
No, this is what Jaleel said. That's what I was trying to read. It said, why would a gun violence emergency be declared, which brings $2.5 million in extra funds for violence, and not a dime has went out to help deter violence?
That's a great question, and I'm so sad that it's happening like that. And I feel like our situation was hyped up far as until we got that money, because if y'all notice, since we got that money, if we still ain't stopped killing each other, but it ain't big conversations no more.
But where's the money going? Because it's coming there.
Now, Jaleel, I hate to say this, bro. I ain't putting you on the spot, but you way more closer to the people that's spending that money than I am. You would know way more. You would know way more than what I do, because, like I said, I'm more blind on what you asking than that Ed Pinckney and Brother Muhammad situation, because I don't know nothing because every time I talk to Sheldon Neely, I mean, like, real talk, the last time I talked to him, I was like, hey, look, cuz I know how you feel about my campaign. I see what's going on, bro. But on November the 3rd, man, still balance everybody's water account. Go ahead and do something for the people while you in office. That's how I talk to him. Rich, you got us, man. I don't want no assistant. We don't need no assistant. We need zero.
Jaleel been kicked out. He said they upset with me because of my comment to council yesterday. Jaleel, you know what? I knew something was up when you did that comment. I said, damn.
Jaleel,
but if they mad at him telling the truth, that should show you.
Man, listen, who mad at him?
The mayor, probably.
The same person that hired people to stop folks from doing their job by showing up to council meeting and going to an investigation.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me Jaleel is insurrectionist and dark-hearted now? He over here with us?
No, that's not true. I ain't gonna let him. Because apparently Jaleel can twinkle his spirit a little bit to do a little something, because I know I can't twinkle or push him to make him do nothing good for the people. I have zero chance. I'm telling his supporters that they need to stand up to him, because they were, well, Sheldon Neely say he ain't gonna. Man, don't y'all know that y'all voted for him? How y'all gonna vote for somebody and let him tell y'all use y'all stimulus check to pay y'all water bills?
He was terrible for
that. Man, don't you, man? Y'all, man. Well, you gotta think about who voted for him.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
So, but this is what I'm saying. Do he expect people to vote for him the second time around? I mean, I know he don't want to be a one-term mayor.
But if you listen to 9-10 on Fridays and you pay attention to these distractors, you don't think he's doing his best. You got to remember this. His wife won because she had signs all over the city. Ain't say a word. Passed out sentimental literature.
Hey, Flo, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if he having these many problems, I don't think the same people gonna show up for him this time. You can't keep doing things. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What I know, I done voted for so many white presidents and ain't got no help. It's I quit voting.
If I was him, even if I did things the way I wanted them done and made the decisions that I wanted to make, I would be trying to do the best that I could. That's what I did with my election. You don't look to win. What if you lose? Do you want your legacy like Maurice Davis? He's trying to go out with a bang. His last days, he's trying to say, I'm for the people. I'm with the people. His last days, that's what he is looking for. He's looking for the ability to do something that Rich Corps and Luke Mason can't do. And that is go into any establishments in the city of Flint, in the bad wards, and have a conversation with people.
Look, Keisha, you said we studied pushing Galloway. I don't know who pushing Galloway. And she was part of the water switch. Come on, man. Look, Keisha.
We don't even talk about Monica. Y'all talk about Monica Galloway?
I mean, I know Brother Dewan and Brother Roberts, when Winters and when the sisters was on, they just asked who they was, what it was.
That
so
one out there. I thought
so
it
it's
was
like, you know.
Keisha greedy. She already got half the city wearing her t-shirts.
Who?
Keisha.
Oh, LaKeisha.
She want God, can anybody else have support? God, Keisha.
I mean,
Keisha greedy. I like that though. Keisha want it all.
Now, if you want to know really who I like, if you asking LaKeisha, I like Jerry Winfrey Carter. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Eric. I prefer Rich for the third. I prefer Sister Muhammad for the second. If you ask me, and I like Claudia for the sixth. If you asking me, I mean, I'm gonna tell you who I'm with. If you ask me now the other wars, I don't really know. I don't know really about Dan Pfeiffer and Forrest Griggs. But I seen what Griggs have done. So you know what I'm saying?
Griggs is my
if you ask me about
if it wasn't for Kate Fields, Griggs would be all right. Griggs saved my house.
No, when these
Griggs, I'm gonna say it again because I can't keep talking.
And then on the 7th ward, and
she
said, I said silence on the 7th. I wasn't done yet, LaKeisha. I was going from 9th down to the 7th. What I like if you was in the 7th ward, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I did say I wanted blacks in all wars. You're right, but this what I am gonna say. I'm not with this far as if it's coming on, you coming on, I'm challenging Eric, or I'm stopping this person. That need to cut out. Now, if you know what I'm saying, because I done seen these same people, and I call it out. I seen when all of them voted against Eric. When Eric got muted and even didn't have a voice for his ward. And remember, these was blacks that did this.
And he couldn't vote.
Remember, this was blacks that did this.
He couldn't vote.
We even seen when a judge, even with now when Kate got it, I'm not saying it was wrong for her to censor her. They wasn't wrong for that. But you see the difference is why we be held more accountable. And they didn't say Kate couldn't vote. They just didn't want to hear her mouth for a month. Same thing what they did with Eric, but they took his voting away. Yeah, they took the vote away.
More than once.
And I'm with you with that bottom fires, messy people. You not lying. We do need to, Jaleel. You're right. We do need to stop recycling these politicians who are because I'm sick of them.
But see, this is what I'm saying. If you don't like a person, it's a recycle. Kate Fields needs to be recycled. But no, she's not. Then I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all can't appear, y'all call people rubber stamps.
Right.
What y'all think happening at city council right now?
Eva, Guerrero, Griggs.
And Herb if he's needed.
Because Herb voted for that contract. But what we get confused at as us being blacks, and this one I agree with on a lot, on some, this is what I agree with Jaleel on. How is our people gonna get in and reform the devil's game? At the end of the day, when we saying what up to me, when we talking about the fourth ward, they act like K feels that fourth ward is good. I was out there handing flyers out.
War zone.
When they just say, then when I hear saying Flip, the first ward, you know what I'm saying? They are ignorant. What you think? What would the fourth ward be considered? The same people, because K Fields keep getting elected, but I'd have been over in the fourth ward. Not a great place to visit.
War zone. War zone.
No, she's not the only devil. Ain't Flo. We finna get to Eva. Give me a second. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? She over here. I know what the South Side look like. You ain't gonna tell me it got good part and it got bad part, but the sad thing is they only want to highlight the north side. Oh, it is bad. All of Flint is bad. It's like shit. No council people.
Why they don't ride through over there by Mott when they be showing Flint videos? Why they gotta ride down streets that look like mine? Real talk. Like Flint ain't a mess. It's toe up, but it ain't toe up from the flow up. We got good areas. Why we ain't riding around those good areas?
No, why we just gotta have good areas? Why we can't have all of Flint?
The whole
good.
City.
Right. That's my thing. It shouldn't be just certain parts with people. Listen, the way we going.
What they saying?
Nah, Flo was saying Jaleel need to run for office. It couldn't be, because I feel like this, even when you good, you're gonna come out dirty. You can be clean. You get into politics, you're gonna be dirty. Because at the end of the day, we still gotta be, just like what Jaleel said, that money finna go to the same people who got the money before the organization has been misusing it. Like, I don't understand how we can have somebody running for council that's a grant writer. And he was over, you know what I'm saying? You cool with the habitat.
And that's this whole conversation.
Now, how the hell didn't Maurice Davis just say how the habitat played the people as far as getting their real? So, like, what then on this?
Because he only wanted woods and nails. He's satisfied with woods and nails.
And we need to quit trying to keep building all these basketball courts. We need thought centers for these kids. You got all these abandoned buildings.
Open Jefferson School building. We do that. And listen,
hold up, Rich. No, hear me out. Not for a church. I'm talking about it should be learning centers in every ward. They should have one for kids to go in. If the ninth ward don't need it because they're good over there, but put it in the hurt wards. I know the fourth ward need it. I know the first ward need it. I know the second ward need it. I know the third ward need it.
We need candy houses in the neighborhood, and that don't sell candy but sell love and affection.
Definitely that. Why? What's wrong with that?
You can start putting some of these you can put like 4 or 5 of these houses into each ward, to where you put like a music studio in there. You can put like a bumper pool table in the living room with the kids. You can teach the girls how to okay. All right. You can take the kitchen and teach girls how to do cooking and stuff like that. We need to get our kids, get our neighborhood. We can use this situation to bring our neighborhood back. I have a lot of great ideas, and this city master plan, a lot of stuff in the charter got to be changed. And the only way that this can happen is that more than the few people that are speaking up got to speak.
Now, that's what I got to ask you. Who helped write that charter?
Quincy Murphy. What is that lady's name? Yarbrough. What is their name? Is it Miss Yarbrough? It was a mess. I went to some of their meetings. You know, they the one that charter is changed it to where why this current mayor only got 3 years, and this next council get 5.
Oh, Quincy helped me. They said McKenzie.
Okay, McKenzie.
But this the thing. Okay, they don't follow the chart, but that's what I'm saying. They need to go back because who implemented the master plan? Who did that with the charter? Oh, what's up, brother? How long you gonna be? Ready to go? After you done, we waiting on y'all.
Really?
Yeah, no, man, we doing that. That's what me and Rich do.
But cause we got the meeting, so
y'all
want to hold it down. I just want.
You can handle
too loud. Yeah.
Nah, we didn't get our bro.
No, I'm saying. I was just saying. I was gonna hop on the meet. Folks on the line.
Go ahead, bro. We just doing another 20 after you get done. We're gonna run the second part. Just Rich was just holding the first part.
How you do?
Oh, great.
You see the numbers.
I've been getting attacked.
Oh, and Jaleel with us now. He's an insurrectionist and dark-hearted. The mayor not with him no more.
He was never with him.
I know. Jaleel, when we do the second part right now, y'all, Rich is holding us down because of the things we going through. So Rich had to come in and hold us down, and he gonna keep it going.
Yeah, so where was I?
About that charter and Quincy, them did
that.
And he made the mayor get 3 years. I mean, he didn't with him with other people. He didn't want to fight for the 4 years. That's things we need to ask for. Better yet, I got something better yet. How did you feel? Did you watch the interview with Quincy Murphy and AC Dumas on Millennials for Black Millennials for Flint?
I boycotted them like they boycott the right end. I took it off of my page and everything.
You didn't, Rich. We were supposed to talk about this. This is one of the things where we can sit back and.
Well, you tell me about it.
Because you're not on here as a candidate. You a guest
host. I'm sorry, but I had to give that group that bad finger. Because like I said, they disrespected the right end.
Okay, better yet, for Linda, how did you like it? Now I know who you said. Who did you think won? Because I know she's gonna say Quincy won. I saw it. I went back. Okay, Flint. I don't know, but she said who was on council when they was doing the master plan? She said, my question is, where was the council when the master plan was being done? Because that's where they slipped us in doing this whole city wrong.
You got to remember that when Karen got in office, remember I said she had to fight for the emergency management.
Yeah.
So whoever was on that council, which was Scott Kincaid, Kerry Nelson, and all of them stuff.
Oh, the riffraffs that was on there at first? Okay. She said, tell the truth. It was the riffraffs, ain't Flo, that was up on there. Yeah, but
then you can add the one
because she said Kerry Nelson and all of them. That council there.
And you probably can go back one more council.
Oh, Mays was on there too.
But I'm gonna say you can probably go back one more council too.
Oh, we ain't gonna forget Mays was on there, but I'm gonna tell you this. Who's the riffraffs? I'm gonna tell you this. When Mays be winning that over them, why wasn't the other ones in there trying to fight for the city manager to come in? To get rid of it, the emergency manager.
They was okay with Wallen giving away the Parks and Rec and the garbage company.
See, and that's what I'm saying.
They was the one that was allowed the emergency management to even come in here.
That's what
you gotta remember when Eric came in the office, he came in fighting. They had the emergency, they had the emergency manager telling them they don't even count. Only 3 of them can vote.
And that was sad. Yeah, okay, for Linda said she think they all were fighting. But I mean, I kind of hard to see that.
Scott Kincaid sued us.
That's what I'm saying. That's
and wait a minute, hold on. How was they fighting when they made that KWA bond and we paying 60% of our water bill too? Well, you call that fighting? I sure hope they ain't gonna throw
Linda said we act like he said. No, we ain't say he ain't. We not. I ain't Flo. Now come on, we ain't saying he saved Flint. You need 5 or 6 votes for Eric. Now we ain't gonna say he lost Flint.
He did.
We ain't gonna say he lost Flint.
Hey, I'm gonna put it like this. He may have agreed on some.
Oh, they said Josh Freeman was on there. See, these was all these people, but this the thing when Neely get it back. This what I want to know.
Neely was on there then.
I know. That's why I wasn't even going to bring that up with Ain't Flo. But this the question I want to ask. Why is he bringing all the people back that was part of the emergency managers?
Great question.
That's what I want to know. Why is he bringing all these these people that work in emergency manager field. Why he bringing them back? And then what his town hall meetings? Why people couldn't talk? You had to send a piece of paper in to talk. Where this ain't a democracy, as they call it, a democracy.
Yeah, those. Every one of them I went to was different. Different subjects. This one of them I go to, he feel like he campaigning for somebody. Another one I go to feel like he trying to disrespect one. I go to another, I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, because I look at it both. Like I say, Eric got to take some blame. Neely got to take some blame. But ain't nobody not blameless. But Neely, you the mayor. How you not getting these things here? You was supposed to be transparent because these was his words. The state rep.
Well,
No, this
he's
right
talking
here.
to somebody.
No,
He ain't talking to us, but he talking to somebody. He ain't talking to the city council as a whole.
Now this was
this
what Jaleel put down. He said the projected winners in the council race is said to be first ward. I'm with you with Eric, Jaleel. I'm not with you with the second ward. I'm the fourth ward. I'm with you with the fifth ward.
Who we going with in the fifth? Jerry Winfrey Carter?
Yes. And I'm not with you with the sixth ward because he got Tanya Burns.
I'm with you with Tanya Burns?
No, he just picked. He said who he figured. He said the projected. Hear me? I don't want. He said projected. And then he got Dennis. He got Monica Galloway 7, 8 for Dennis Pfeiffer, 9 for Eva Worthy. My personal picks changes for just Rich Jones. Invite Miss Becky Brown often in history. Invite Miss Becky Brown. I can't wait till Miss Becky Brown come over here. I'm
coming with her. She can't come without me, so her schedule got to match mine. If I can't be here, she can't.
That's up to Becky Brown. If she want to be here when you want to.
Come on, Becky. Now, come on now. Stick with me, Becky. Come on, Becky.
I do. I want to give all sides because I don't want to look like
Becky with the intellect.
Because I blame a lot of like some things I don't agree with.
Man, that hotel got a 9-0 vote for that 50-year baby.
Yeah, I want to give it both sides. Then we can have a clear conscience where everybody at. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't totally agree with everybody, but the ones that you pick, you pick Brother Jaleel. I could pick apart all the ones that you picked up on there because I'm not with nobody because you just throw some barbecues. Oh, we doing this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, them ward cleanups. That's to me. That's a trick and pony thing. You hanging with the police. That's a trick and pony thing that's going on. You know what I'm saying? When I see council people, especially black ones, when they running all up with the police and you buddying up with these organizations over here, and the city look like it's been, and these organizations been in these cities, I'm not with that because these same people that you saying that's coming in and that you can pick, where's they really fighting for the people at?
Let's just cut back into that second. Let's just cut it back into that. Sister Muhammad been at it. Go be at it no matter what the election is. I mean, she called me up. I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe in cleaning up for votes.
Me neither. And then you go back to the same thing because
I don't believe in vote for me. I'm cleaning up. But Sister Muhammad, she don't mind doing cleanup because it's in her nature. That's her. She was like gardening. So that's her.
My bad, Brother Jaleel. He said them weren't his picks. That's what they was picks. He said M Live had them picks. Now look.
See what they say. They trying to influctuate.
Right.
And see, that's the same thing I'm trying to say about the conspiracy about me and Montez Davis not being on the ballot.
He said he listed his picks after the projections. Okay, I got you. Now I'm just saying, I'll be real. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't know Liddell. I mean, I done met her. She done been on the show to saying this, but my thing is this: would she come in? This would be my question. Would you come in and go back and look at them garbage contracts that Neely did? I even say that Lakeisha. If you win that 7-4 seat, is you gonna come in and go back and look at that garbage contract and rework on that?
Thank you.
This is my thing. Would you come in? Would you help? Would you vote for W.T. Stevens to get their $1 million that's been held up for them? Lakeisha, would you do that? Liddell Lewis, would you do that? See, them the questions that we need to ask.
They ain't been asking no.
You know what I'm saying? These are things we need.
Now I'm gonna give it to Lakeisha because Lakeisha do come with solutions.
No, Lakeisha, but see,
we gonna give credit where credit is due.
No doubt.
I ain't in my race.
Right. We not
tell. Let's just keep it real,
brother. We gotta exclude you out because you host. We talk about the other one.
Okay, okay. That's just look in the third ward.
Right. And you keep going back to it.
You got. Well, I'm gonna leave.
Use the second ward.
That's stay in the second ward then. You got Sister Muhammad.
Right.
Been there, done there.
Right.
Like real talk, like people, like I walks with her, I talks with her, I'm on the phone with her when she's going door to door. I'm hearing conversation.
Right.
Oh, you brother? Oh, that's you? We got you. M Live don't know nothing about that because M Live don't even interview the write-in candidates to start with.
No, you know what, brother Jaleel?
So how can, and then M Live is biased. And I'm surprised that they didn't put Claudia over Tanya. I'm not surprised because it's common sense that they put where according to them, Tanya Rising don't exist anyway. There's only one person in the third ward.
I got to answer. This was Jaleel. They said Liddell Lewis is a good. No, I know. I wouldn't say the sister was a bad person because we wouldn't have had her on, Jaleel.
Say she was a bad person anyway.
Yeah, we wouldn't say that. But these are questions that do need to be asked, though, Jaleel. It can't just be saying. I mean, I would ask for any of these other people. You can't. You can't.
All right.
You have to ask for this though because these are contracts that's deals that have been made that have been bad deals. Like I would want her to know. To be honest with you, I would love for them to go back to in live council meetings for the simple fact I know about COVID-19, but I know I also seen everybody at different block parties and doing this. If you can come to them, you can sit your ass in council and do the city work.
Put your mask on and stretch your arms out.
Yeah, because you can do the city work.
Put your mask on and stretch your arms out.
I wouldn't say that if they didn't have investigated hearing that they was all sitting there. This sitting here playing this old, we on the telephone, go to Zoom, make the council on Zoom. Flint we always got to be the ones doing it backwards. We ain't never.
It got to be a reason
but why
they don't want to go on Zoom.
Yeah, why you can't go on Zoom? That's my thing. Go on Zoom. These are the questions I want to ask. Is these people going to do that? Will Lakeisha do this? Will Liddell do this? And Liddell, I ain't going to say she ain't been one to bite her tongue. I done seen her there. But what I'm saying, yeah, Lakeisha, you're about juvenile sentence is life. But them the things we need to be, I need to see more candidates talking about that and just not you. And then, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And these things here, what if the people don't win? Is y'all going to stop the fighting that y'all was doing? Is y'all going to keep it up? Because we see a lot of people when they running for something, they out here, they shaking hands, they saying this. And then when they don't win, you don't see them still doing the fight that they was doing before. Is it still going to be block cleanups after the election? Or is that just because?
See, that's why, I keep trying to talk. Well, that's why I don't like cleanup. I know exactly what you saying.
That's all I'm saying. What are you gonna do?
Because after, to be honest, remember when we did that real big Saturday cleanup?
Yeah.
Why we woke up Sunday morning and looked like we didn't clean up nothing?
But that's the point. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But you supposed to have this same energy, like you said. Lakeisha been doing this before she was running for council, right? A lot of these people we ain't see till they was running for a seat cleaning up.
And who thought of that campaign strategy?
About the mental, we need to, but listen. We have a blight team that made millions of dollars. A trash company, and we got all this, man. It's not Linda, we not disciplined. We're not talking about the ones who did it. The ones who ain't did it. They know who they is if you just popped up. Because them people calling them out. I don't watch the. I don't watch the.
Man, I
nothing to
still
see.
don't even know who some of these characters is.
Right.
I know some of them barely reached the living in their residency deadline. They seem like somebody in Lakeisha's race moved to Flint like 2 days before the deadline. Check their apartment out.
Oh, you ain't got. I'm not Becky Brown. I'm not saying calling out names. I'm just saying we know who was foot on the ground, like boots on the ground, who doing their work. You will see when this election over with. We're gonna see.
Okay, hold on. I gotta defend current council members and future council members that has a life outside of city council. What I mean by that, Jerry Winfrey Carter, 9 to 5.
I totally disagree with you, Philinda, but go ahead, Rich.
Eva Worthy says she's a teacher. So
if she win that, they cheated.
Kate Fields, she does something, you know what I'm saying? Santino is a sheriff and all other kind of stuff. Herb Winfrey, he does, you know what I'm saying? Maurice strokes the guitar and do. So they all have a legitimate excuse not to be available 24/7. And remember this, they're only getting paid crumbs compared to what other city, I'm talking about.
Well, maybe in Flint they getting kickbacks. How about that then? You know what I'm saying? How about that then? Maybe they get kickbacks.
And listen.
Because just answer that question, Rich. Maybe if this was a full-time job, because I don't get the mind of people, and I wish you could answer this for me, Flo. Why am I so positive she won't win? I'm not. You positive she will win. I'm just trying to. You saying she is. I'm saying she not.
I wish they all would make like 90,000 a year.
Yeah, they
could just concentrate on dedicating themselves to the city, and each one of them had a staff member. But this
the thing too. How can you be doing multi-million-dollar deals and they get mad when city council took to 3 a.m, all this stuff, right? You're doing multi-million-dollar deals. We ain't gonna even go use Jeff Bezos stuff. We're gonna go with an NFL contract because Flint didn't move that much money. Let's just say $30 million. You mean to tell me y'all could go do it? Better yet, this garbage contract to tell you that y'all should have been doing your more due diligence on it before you went and handed it out. Because ain't no such thing. You say this, oh, well, we needed something. But then you cost the people. And then people looking at you when you saying, with any other business, like Kate Fields, did you see Eva Worthy when she talked about balancing a book yesterday? If I spend my money on this, what about the money y'all done just fucked up with that garbage contract? Since her and Kate Fields, Eva and Kate Fields, they don't look at that. That money didn't have to be used. You could have put that money somewhere else. But back to what you said, that $24 million deficits. Oh, no, my bad, 41, as you said, because he blew the 24.
It's $41 million.
Yeah, because he blew the 24.
It started at 24, and now it's...
And he went out to 17.
And they voted yes on all those decisions.
But this thing, can't nobody on that side, because I say if it was Weaver or Eric, plenty of times I say if Eric fucked up, he fucked up. But they act like it's hard to say what Neely doing, he ain't doing no wrong. This is even with Kay Fields. And for Philinda, I gotta say this, Annie, when you said she got tricked, can't nobody trick you into saying you people. And the sad thing about that, you see how Barbara Moore came right back on. This to show you the mind state of our people. City council, I said to you people, you trying to say it like she gonna take it away from what Kay Fields said it because a black person said it. Like, where's the mind state of where's the black people mindset of?
But I can say this. Those people that think like that, it ain't that many of them.
Yeah, but then this the thing. I
just pray
and then hold up, Rich, on this right here. This another sad thing. I listen to these people. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with my man with the guy calling in saying Eva Worthing was a whore. Now, she was whatever, allegedly. I didn't agree with that. But I also didn't agree when they was letting and Barbara Moore. Hey, Barbara Moore, you can't say the same thing.
Vicious.
Yeah, look, she said Barbara Moore. That's
because Barbara Moore on there.
Yeah, she said she'd say the same
Barbara
thing.
Moore at?
On here in the comments.
Hey, look, you vicious.
Yeah, but that don't
mean Barbara Moore. I ain't agreeing with what, but I'm giving you credit. You vicious.
No, I give her credit. No, I say this. This is what I'm gonna say to the Miss Barbara Moore since she in here. This is my thing. I see how she call in. You can talk about Eric because first she was a Maurice Davis supporter, then even when Maurice Davis said Trump, when Maurice Davis fell out with Neely, she was on him. But then you want to whine because they go on that Eva Worthing. You do the same thing. How can you sit up there and want somebody to have sympathy for her, but then it's all right for you to call in? But Kay Fields ain't saying nothing. Kay Fields let Barbara Moore come right back in. And it don't bother me. It just make us look bad as a people when Barbara Moore call in and say, you people, you trying to justify what a white woman said.
Barbara Moore, she white?
No, Barbara Moore black.
Oh, I was going to say, because I was going to say, but Barbara Moore sounds like a super sister. She goes in. But she,
you know what? Hold up. Now, this is what she said. This is what she said. She said Maurice Davis. I sure was with Maurice Davis. He can vote for whoever he wants to vote for, but that wasn't the issue. Yeah, Barbara Moore, you have the freedom. Just as you can say that, Barbara Moore, Eric Mays has the freedom of speech. What he want to say? That guy to call in to win in that Eva Worthing had that he wanted to say.
And I hope that ain't true.
Yeah, but it's only Barbara Moore got the freedom of. This is my thing. If you can't take it, don't give it out. Because you can't go out and say, well, they can't do this. You can hate Barbara Moore you can say however you want. But I can tell you this. I don't see too many of them come running. You know, I didn't see Kate running the Eric Mays defense. So I can't see Eric Mays running the Eva Worthing defense or Kate Fields defense. Y'all can get on here and say crackhead, he this and that, but it's all right. Now, how many people didn't call in and went up one side of Eric, then came down the other side of Eric?
Too many.
But Barbara Moore, that's your problem. It can't be everybody who want to support Eric Mays. That's a broad statement. You just
Eric Mays don't win that war 1,000-0. Somebody get votes every time he
goes. Well, then Barbara Moore, you should feel that same way about Kay Fields and Eva. You don't have to come to their defense. Let them. They come to their own defense. But it look bad when we can dog each other. Then we sit up and go, we can't talk about this person right here. Look at the vote. I mean, Barbara Moore, how you feel about the garbage contract then? I'm going to ask you that. How you feel about the garbage contract?
Yeah.
Since you saying, you know, how did you feel? Because we're not saying Neely bad. How do you feel about that garbage contract Neely did?
What'd she say?
I'm still waiting on her. She probably.
Oh, well, listen.
No, this for Barbara Moore about the and then how you feel about him not paying W.T. Stevens?
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear. Did Barbara Moore say anything when that one time when Eva was in when she said one of her students allegedly accused her of being racist? Did I hear Barbara Moore say anything? I didn't really hear nobody come say nothing. Anytime a kid, what did she teach? An elementary school teacher?
And that's sad.
Now, if you had a kid.
That's sad.
What were we at when he disrespected Monica? Well, who ain't been disrespected down at city council? I done saw Eva sit up there and cuss out city council out there on city council. I was sitting out there. Now they act like Eva and Kate. Now y'all can't act like they the best. Griggs done been in there plenty of times and went to sleep and voted wrong.
He showed up. He saw his way in my house. Thank you, Griggs.
But this the thing. They act like Eric is the cancer on council, but Eva, Kay Fields, Even when Santino Guerrero came out that all like kumbaya, I watched him play games.
But this is what tripped me out. Y'all ignoring democracy. Everything that Mayor Neely sent up to the city council ain't supposed to get voted on, non-zip, and let's go. That ain't how it works. And to be honest, when you go from 24 to 17, you need to hope somebody will want to make some amendments to some. And see, that's why y'all call Eric messy. Because every time he make an amendment, he's messy.
Right.
And then sometimes, like I said, a lot of that trash is 9-0. He done voted with y'all for the little mini bikes they rode, the little trolley. He voted with y'all. And then when he make an amendment, he's messy. He's not trying to move the city forward.
Hold on, Barbara Moore. Why would we advise anything that dictate what you say? I would love to have you on and have a conversation, to have a responsible debate. I mean, a dialogue. We ain't tripping on nothing like that. You like who you like. I'm gonna like who I like. But that don't mean we supposed to hate each other.
I'm just bringing up situation. I ain't even talking about vote for nobody, none of that. I'm just bringing up real facts. And this is another real fact. Last night, when he proposed to give the essential workers that money, K. Fields and them, they voted not for it.
And I'm
why we can't be calling them messy?
But I do this, though. I do look at black people sideways to try to hold up the oppressor. Now, I'm gonna tell you that, Barbara, more so. I will look at you sideways on that.
Yeah, that's what you do.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care however you look at it, but it's not far. No, I'm not with that. Well, we all get along. Because if you acting like we not, I don't hate you, and hopefully you don't hate me. But
hey man,
I'm not calling you out on what you're saying, Barbara. I'm just saying, I don't hate nobody. It is what it is. I can sit down with a white person and talk. They can sit down with a black person and talk. If you BS, I'm gonna say it's BS.
It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? We can't just say Eric had these different. I done watched everybody in city council play games against Eric. But I tell you this, I ain't seen none of the whites, and I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. I ain't seen none of the whites get together when it was time to silence Kate. If y'all can't see Kate then go out of control and y'all gonna keep being naive to that, go right ahead and believe what you want to believe. The same thing y'all call Eric for is the same thing Kate need to be called out for. You know what I'm saying? You can't get caught up. This is politics. Tell me where it ain't been nasty yet. Everybody get up here.
On what the subject is and who's in the conversation.
Yeah, then y'all really playing. I know, you know what, Steve Barber? They said whoever's behind it just hit a spot on. Why can't they agree to disagree, move on? Why does it become personal and spiral? Steve, I liked it that what you said. I can't understand why he said whoever's behind the camera just hit it on spot. Why can't they agree to disagree and move on? Why does it become personal, spiral out of control? Professionals need to be restored to counsel. And that's what it's been.
Thank you.
And that's what it's been.
And when somebody brings something up and you have a bright and a light bulb goes off in your head to where you can enhance that, you should be able to work it out and enhance it. You shouldn't be, like real talk. We all watch the city council meetings. If you agree with everything they doing, you're okay. But as soon as you don't agree with it, then there's the chaos start. This is how I feel. Y'all already got the 5 votes. So cut through the democracy, call the question, and go put your 5 votes up.
Now, this is what Jaleel said. It's not easy to take high moral ground when the one asks you to be moral has dirty hands. And I understand that, but then we're going to drive it back to this. W.T. Stevens. What was Eva vote out on W.T. Stevens? What was What was K Field's vote at W10? What was Griggs' vote?
Against paying.
Guerrero vote.
Against paying them.
Now let's go to the blacks. Who was the 5th black that voted against him?
Herb Winfrey, wasn't it?
I thought it was now.
No, Maurice voted for them.
But Barbara Moore. Now Barbara Moore, she's like, this was Barbara Moore. She said Eric Meggs has so many people on council that are his puppets, and I'm mesmerized with him to the point that they all vote no against Maurice Davis,
Barbara.
Including Maurice Davis.
We ain't talking about that. Get back on subject,
but this
Barbara.
the thing right here. Show me when Eva Worthy, Griggs. Well, I can't throw Griggs because Griggs slipped up and voted with the fold. So, but Barbara Moore, you're not even being truthful with that when you say Eric got so many people on council.
Why are we talking about?
No, we just gonna deal with the facts.
Them not voting to pay.
No, Rich, we're gonna talk with the facts.
No, hold on, because this what gotta stop. Because next thing you know, they're gonna be talking about Eric driving down the wrong way with 4 flat tires when we bring up another subject. Stop changing the subject. The question was asked about why are you defending people that did not want to pay W.T. Stevens, Kate Fields, Eva Worthing, Alan Griggs, Santino Guerrero, and
I still waited on that though. She said she didn't answer that. No, she didn't answer that.
She changed the subject.
Because that's the thing.
But
she started saying Eric had all these people. Barbara Moore, how did Eric get silenced for 30 days if he had all these people?
Answer our question, Barbara. No, don't let her change the subject.
She don't want to answer.
She ain't gonna answer the question.
She don't want to answer.
Well, then we're not gonna answer her question.
I'm not answering. I asked another question because that one was maybe too hard for her to answer it. I just asked the second one. She's saying Eric got all these puppets. It's only 9 council people, right? Tell me where all his puppets was at. Eva was a puppet. Griggs was a puppet. Santino was a puppet. It seemed like Kate got her puppets.
Did she admit that Kate had puppets? Do Kate Field have puppets?
No,
I asked that question earlier today.
She's not going. No,
but we're not people that's going to be a rubber stamp.
We're not going to get that answer because it keep going to say Eric got all these puppets. Eric had all these puppets. All these puppets. Neely asked to be independent and got lost his job. If Eric had all of that.
Man, she ain't going to answer that question.
No, she's not answering that question. I know Miss Moore wasn't going to answer that question because you can't Rich, you can't make sense of Neely not paying W.T. Stevens.
Oh, you can't
make sense about this garbage contract.
She doing what they do to me on Facebook Reboot when I talk about the $24 million surplus of 17. They get the personal attacking and change the subject. Answer the question.
But answer this question then: why Jalil ain't get funded? Why Neely ain't funding Jalil on what they doing? They see them on the streets, man, up there. They see them in the streets. Why they ain't getting no funding? My study, why bring him out, have him come to these different, why you don't fund them? Why not show the citizens, the people of Flint, you finna fund the program. You finna fund the program.
I don't even call it funding. Appreciate them. They trying to make your life easy.
Oh, well, Barbara Moore just answered you, Rich.
What?
She said, Rich Jones, you are one of Eric May's puppets. You speaking up for him and you're
I am not speaking up for Eric.
She said, let me finish. She said, you're running for the 3rd ward as a writer, and he openly stated that he endorses AC Dumas. But that don't make him and Eric fall out about it. Yeah, people pick who they pick. Is that stopping you from getting out here still doing it? See, that right there. What I think is wrong, like we gotta look into the mind, because why would you want to bring something up to say that seems like you being messy there, Miss Moore? You want
and she's still not answering the question,
right? Why have W.T. Stevens haven't got their money? And how do you feel about? Do you think Neely was right and the 5 that voted for that garbage contract?
Hold on, let me check her right there. Hey, Barbara Moore, my cousin is on Quincy Murphy Literature, and I just got off the phone with him. Man, I'm a real dude, man. Y'all ain't going with that little fake stuff, man. I don't care who they is.
You know what? And Tony Browder need to get his money. I forgot to put that out there, Becky. Why he ain't paid Tony Browder yet for? He don't pay blacks though. But I bet you if a Goyette contract come up there, they can. But I blame all city council because y'all can agree to pay Goyette.
What you feel about that lady that ain't had water in 3 years?
Oh, that was sad there. But you supposed to care for the people. I'll bring up what I want to bring up, and I'll speak on what I want to speak on. Just
love you. I told you see your piece.
He said, I told you see your piece. Just like you're doing the same thing. You telling me what's irrelevant. I was switching the subject. She said, you telling me what's irrelevant. No.
I love you, Bible boy. Hey, I don't agree with the one, but I'll give you your props. You are a beast. She ain't gonna answer the question.
Right.
I love Barbara Moore.
Right. I see it though. She couldn't answer that question, but that means she all right with with blacks getting played. Now I understand why she came on there and said you people sticking up for K Fields. She could have still I wouldn't have looked at you no different if you would have said, no, I didn't agree with Kate. Oh, you didn't have to say it, but you didn't have to come right back and say you people now.
And Barbara Moore, let me tell you something about me and Eric Mays. That man put me out his car a couple of times because I don't agree with him. So I'm a man.
She asked about the lady. Now she answering this, but she said, I feel that it's Saturday that the lady has lived in the home for 3 years and 7 months with no water. And actually, the house should have been condemned. If it had no water, moreover, the pipe should have been replaced and should have water.
You know she talked to your boy Sheldon Neely, right? Barbara Moore, you know that she talked to
She said, what happened to? They said, what happened? What about the CFO that was part of the emergency management team in Benton Harbor being voted on soon? So she be approved or denied. Why is these emergency manager recyclers ending up in Flint administration? No, you got to ask Barbara Moore that. She said, I really don't care how you people feel about me. Okay, but I would never disrespect.
Barbara,
I don't think. Now, what I do think,
I'll give you a prop.
Yeah, I give you that you clap back. I give that you get out here. Becky Brown says you're an older version of Candace Owens. My thing is, Barbara Moore, I'm not mad, but to me, it's like you be fighting the wrong fights a lot of times. That calling in the city council, if you want to dog Eric, you dog it. Eric not gonna make people not vote for him.
Can we know your secret, Barbara? What is it with you and Eric, man? Why do you really do? I mean, seriously, because just like now, you all off subject, all off track.
No, because what it is. No,
what have Eric done to you?
We not attacking. She wanna feel attacked.
That's all she do.
I mean, but that's her niche.
Man, when you attack somebody,
she told me, she said, you fight your fights, I'll fight mine.
Listen, I'm an attacker. And when you attack somebody the way she constantly attacks Eric Mays, it's personal. Tell us the secret so maybe we can understand you a little bit more. But right now, I don't understand you. Because you go no matter what. If Eric say, I'm going to give everybody $1 million, all that crack, all that. Instead of saying, Eric want to give people $1 million.
But because it's from Eric. Have you seen sometimes when people?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, when they let their emotions get in the way, because she's dealing with it. She might don't want to agree to it, but most of us deal with from emotion. You say something to me, why you think she thinking we attack?
It's like I said with the Eric Pinckney brother Muhammad. Yeah. You don't know it's more to that than what we talk about. It's more to her and Eric Mays than what we know.
I think
because she is too aggressive.
I think she was more mad when Eric and Maurice got back cool. She would have rather them be like this. But when they went,
tearing Eric up then.
No. But when she turned on Maurice, she said it was something different. It was from what I seen her post, when she was making them. No, I'm saying when she went to dog and Maurice out. When Eric and Maurice got back cool, That's when the insults went to coming.
Have you ever attacked anybody that rubber stamps what Sheldon Neely brings up? Have you ever have Barbara Moore? Have you ever attacked any pro Neely people?
I mean, I you know, I got friends that's cool with Neely.
I'm cool with Neely. We just
when I seen him down there, I say, "Hey, what's up?" My only thing is,
and when he do something good, I'm gonna give him credit for it.
No, I feel like, to me, and it's just my opinion, I could be wrong. People might say I don't feel like he's a strong mayor, to be honest with you. And I don't care what
well,
flag
I know for
for
a fact he ain't made good decisions.
And that's what I mean by not being a strong mayor. Man, you go ahead like this 47 something. If you so mad with Eric, you so dislike Eric, right? What's so bad with me with that is you know you know how bad the city hurting, the people hurting. You know people dying with cancer. Like Arthur Wilson wanted to do a cancer cluster study. Why Neely ain't up on that?
Show some concern. Well, man, I'm just gonna keep it real. We need to get people that as vocal as Barbara Moore is, that see things our way,
right,
and pile up and start.
No, I wish that the people had like the energy she had when she calling the council to be going off. I wish she had that type of energy in the streets where you can get people together and do this instead of. I mean, we listen. Neely don't understand it, and maybe the former mayor, she probably see it now, Weaver. But the way the city divided, this ain't making it no better. Look, Neely got his people, Weaver got her people, and look how the people in the streets going back and forth. But guess what's going on?
It's never going to change. You know why it's never going to change? Because we're never going to come to the table about something that we agree on. We're always going to come to the table for an argument. So we're never going to be one. Period. You're always going to have somebody, I ain't going to be in this room. It's just.
So how can you go, how can you go out here and tell the kids, like Jaleel was saying with the violence? Because sooner or later, they don't believe this. Them council people, youth going to come pull you out that goddamn seat or pull you out that goddamn mayor office when they telling you we can't feed our kids, we can't do this and that. You telling somebody to take a stimulus check, hurry me out, $1,200 that they got. 12, go pay your water bill and you can't eat the next goddamn day. But I want you to pay for this water. You can't cook with this water. You bathe in this water.
Barbara Moore, he told people that voted for him that helped him to get in office that. I don't know what the extent to you is.
But I'm just saying.
She probably just wanted his social media.
But still, I still think, and it ain't no knock. And I ain't saying can't nobody change, but all these things that you doing, Neely, all these bad moves you doing, and then you want to play. Do he understand that that's not your seat forever? That you could be a one term. So why would you do the 3 years you got? Why would you do it to improve the city of Flint? Not another garbage deal that ain't picking up the garbage. Using the worst place. You same thing. Go get a helicopter. All this violence going on with a helicopter. We're gonna use it next year. So why would you spend that $300,000 on something you can't use this year? They don't look at that as he wasting money. You can't go say nothing at the Habitat. Look, we allocated this.
We want people like Barbara Moore to start speaking up. Barbara Moore, why don't you start speaking up?
That's not her fight. She said she's not here for that.
But her fight is to boost up all of this garbage that he putting forward.
But that's what she good at. Maybe she good at the go. You can't get
the game, Barbara Moore. Tell your boy the truth.
But listen, man.
I mean, listen. A real friend tells the truth to their friends. A real friend don't pat somebody on their back and tell them, go jump in there when you're ready and when they ain't ready to jump in the ring. A real friend don't go out and lie against somebody's opponent to get them arrested.
Because I'm sick, but this is my thing. I'm sick of seeing black mayors. Because to me, Brother Roberts loved Floyd McCree. I thought he was a sellout. Sharp. Once again, these were weak mayors.
What do you know about Rutherford?
That he was white?
He was a white Republican.
Yeah, right.
My grandma, why did my grandma like him?
But listen, man, a lot of us.
I was a kid. I don't understand that, but you see, but I knew as a kid. But I'm living way better than these kids living now.
But that should tell you something. That's the thing that I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. If Kate Fields or Eva Worthy, even Griggs, because I don't like certain Griggs when Griggs try to throw out, I got these degrees on this. Man, you got a goddamn degree that they made you, that somebody gave you a degree. Go look at who started college and see he didn't even have a college degree. Did you hear what I said, Rich? Rich, no.
Yeah,
hold up.
The
person who started college didn't, man, go look at this game that we playing in. To me, better yet, I'll go with this. Man, Jaleel Daniel Harlem was racist, man. I ain't seen not one. That's why they say these prejudice from 1 to 9. Show me one who ain't, man. But my thing is this. If Kate Fields was really one of them stump downs, that's why I said I want to see what Steve Barber gonna do. Yep. You know what I'm saying? If Kate Fields is really stumped down, why your ward not looking better over there how it is? Don't just do good for the where you stay at, who got people with affluent people got money at. Go to the poorest part of the wards and build that up like that. Kate Fields, Eva Worthy. You a teacher? Why you ain't advocating? Here we go with this. Did you see what Barbara Moore just put out? This is disrespectful.
Read that. Well, I find this.
She said, crackhead drunk Eric Maggs is one of the main reasons that the city of Flint is in the state of despair that it's in. Even though Eric is 1 vote, it take 5 and 6 to move things. Okay. Hold up. I do know him personally. He hangs out with my crackhead drunk brother. Now, now you go in when a person to go in there and throw their brother up under the bus on the show, you have to look into this. Now, you said, brother, he can't handle his own household bills. Its home went into foreclosure effective April 1st, 2021. He has been living in the 7th ward instead of the 1st ward. He's incapable of handling business of the entire city of Flint. Well, I'm going to say this, Barbara, more for you. Since I know you didn't just threw your brother up under there, you know what I'm saying? Since you keep going on. No, it don't show the activity that I speak about my brother. I can speak on my brother. What that shows you'll take something that's meant for the house and take it outside. Is your brother all right with that? He might don't want nobody to. You know what I'm saying?
Really exists.
Yeah, do you? But you'll put it on a platform. A platform. You put this to say your brother. When I tell you something now, Barbara Moore, they even use words like crackhead. Who created the crack, Barbara Moore? Who created crack? But you ain't gonna say who created crack. Show me where your brother got a boat or airplane or got poppy fields where he can get the drugs over here. So you see that statement what she just said right there. Now I don't know.
I'm still shaking my head.
I don't know. Whoever considers a person thought becomes their God. Besides, you ain't lying, Jaleel. But I cannot believe she would throw her brother up under the bus to say Eric is a crackhead. You didn't have to do that to throw your brother up under the bus, Barbara. That's you really showing some Steven from the Django type of ways now. You hate Eric that bad. You hate Eric that bad. I get it now. You hate Eric. That's a proven fact.
You know what? All these Eric is a crackhead. We in a cell phone era. Y'all have been had a picture of him smoking, being high. Come on, man.
I can't, but see.
He too much of a public figure for her to be talking about he hang with her brother.
Now you see what she said. She said, hey, Barbara Moore.
I ain't feeling that.
You know, people made Coke pop, but you keep drinking it long enough, you can catch sugar. Allegedly. Like candy. Barbara Moore, Barbara, I'm gonna say this. You look at cocaine as drugs. I look at what's that, Rite Aid? I look at Walgreens. Them are drug stores.
They sell cocaine.
No, them are pills.
But they sell cocaine.
No, yeah, but
the codeine is cocaine.
But the way people mind is warped. They can't see drug stores as a drug spot. They look at crack. That's a drug. Take too many Norcos. Sir, I mean, you know, them
What
the
about
drugs.
these little green pills that these white boys got nowadays?
But Barbara Moore not gonna say. She just said they put drugs out here. People don't try it. Barbara Moore, you wouldn't believe things they put out here. Everybody to try something.
See, Barbara, that's something we need to definitely. That's somewhere we need to come to a point to where we agree.
Yeah, because she don't have solutions.
We need to start with our newborns and not show them cigarette smoking in our car.
So this,
all of that,
but
because they can't do anything.
But Rich, do you understand
that?
But do you understand that you're not dealing with somebody who's talking about solutions? Her solution is whatever Kate feels them wanted to go with, because she still ain't spoke up on that garbage contract. She still ain't said why W.T. Stevens ain't got paid, and I ain't even gonna bring up Jaleel why they ain't got funded. She, you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna say why the state rep.
I can't believe that Jaleel them didn't.
Hold up, but she ain't gonna say this though. She ain't gonna say the mayor or the state rep ain't saying nothing about where the Flint school system is. She ain't saying the Flint school system. You got fourth graders at a first grade reading level. What? But you know where is she at on that at?
You got that Ajax. You got that Ajax plant coming up. Right across the street for the third ward.
You know, Barbara Moore.
Where y'all conversation at on that?
She not worrying about that. Her thing is she got to go at Eric Mays. Yeah, she got a personal attack.
That's why I say it's something that.
Now Maurice Davis going to be out the second ward, so you ain't got him to kick down no more. I wouldn't dare block Mrs. Mike. Blocking her doing nothing. She can come on here. She proving the point that we saying. She's not a person that's coming with solutions. She's just coming with, I hate Eric. Now look, Steve Barber saying no to AJ. That's what I'm saying. Where's Eva Worthing at on that about the AJ thing? Where's Kate Field on that about that? That's what I'm saying. That's how you judge a person on by what they doing. But see, Barbara Moore don't see solutions. Barbara Moore just, I hate Eric. She said you have to defend. I guess we have to defend Eric. No,
nobody is defending Eric.
She don't get it.
You the one using Eric as an excuse not to answer a question. Let's just keep it real. We asked you a question that did not have the word. Do we got some? Oh yeah, you will start with an E. But Eric's name ain't nowhere in the question that we asked you, but your answer is full of Eric.
That's it.
We can ask you, what color is the wall? Eric is a crackhead. What time is it? Eric ain't no good. What time is it? Eric is mad. Man, I ain't asked you nothing about
how the day was going. Eric was getting high with my brother. I wouldn't dare come putting that out there. Yeah, you can criticize him, but don't do it. I wouldn't down my brother, put his business out there just because I want to show another person up.
And that's just like Lou Mason attacking Pastor Trailkill. That man don't do Facebook, and if he did do Facebook, he wouldn't do that group. And you talking about him like you know him, and everything you saying about is a lie. Man, y'all, come on. See, I'm so glad.
Oh, well, this, I guess, is for you. She said, understand one thing. I will say it again. You do not dictate what I respond to and what I do not. What I do respond to, that's my choice. Not.
But I'm going to call you out for what you don't respond to.
You're going to get called out.
I'm calling you out. Yeah. We asked you a question about Eva, Kate, Santino, and Griggs. And you talked about your brother and Eric. We didn't even know you had a brother. That question had nothing about, do you got a sibling? Did you ask her, did you have a sibling?
No, I would never do that.
Did you ask her what her sibling and Eric Mays do together?
No, I would never do that. That's like me putting out my siblings. I'm going to say something that they didn't did. Like, no.
Well, we asked you. What? See, this is what I'm saying, Barbara. I didn't vote for Eric.
She trying to justify what she said. She said, that's the difference between me and you. I'm not putting my brother down. I'm speaking truth. And you
want to talk about that?
We want.
She want to talk now.
We never wanted this. We didn't want to know about your brother. We said W.T. Stevens in our garbage contract. Now you ain't gonna stop us to what we talking about.
Yeah, your brother don't got nothing to do with that.
I think he a fine guy. I just think you a bad sister for putting that out there.
I want to get both of y'all up here at the same time to see if you tell the truth. I want you and your brother to come up in here, and I want your brother to say he smoked crack with Eric Mays. That's what I want to see. Now I want to see it. Yes, you did. Yeah. I want to see you come here and do that. Because you just said you don't hold no bar. So I want to see you sitting here, your brother sitting here, and Eric Mays sitting right here. And I want you to go ham on.
No, Steve Barber. It's not, but she wanted to come in the comments, so we try to respond to all the comments. I know this Barbara Moore is. It's sad. It's sad, Steve. It's sad.
I don't even see it. I already know Steve probably shaking his head so much he can't type the words in. This is crazy. He can't just screen move when he shaking his head so much. No,
Jaleel, no, you are right. It is sad that it became, but I feel it's more outsiders that then came in and said things. Not really people, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I said be truthful. Barbara Moore, you mentioned everybody's name. So what's wrong? We brought you in, but we didn't tell you to come in and say Eric was a crackhead. We brought you in, we didn't come tell you what your brother was doing. We asked about W.T. Stevens. Yeah. We said in the garbage contract. Be truthful.
Answer the question.
Yeah, be truthful what we asked. The question was.
It's over.
Yeah, you took us all across the town and back.
If we mess around, she gonna start talking about the Jacksons. No, they ain't relevant right about now.
Not Barbara Moore. Now she said that's because you don't dictate what I say. But she coming with a straw. She got to make an argument for an argument.
Barbara Moore, what you want to talk about?
I believe Barbara Moore argue with God.
Barbara Moore, what you want to talk about?
Eric, I can tell you that.
We're not talking about Eric Mays.
She probably not gonna say nothing. She said I'm out on hate speech with non-residents. I'm just out. I mean, I would love to have her sit down. We could dialogue like.
Man, I would love to see her and her brother sit down.
But really, I wouldn't, because you know what? That can become messy. Because I mean, me as somebody, you call yourself out, me out.
Hey, look, if her brother's a crackhead, that may make him stop smoking.
But would you come put your brother on a platform like this?
She already did. On her own. She wasn't even late.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm glad that ain't one of my sisters, because my ass would be in trouble.
I wish, hey, look. If I was a crackhead, I wish she was my sister. I gotta get off this.
Because she gonna tell everybody.
I gotta get off this.
But listen, just hear me out. Do you understand? She said that though any other time, all the time she called Eric a crackhead, she just had to bring her brother in it tonight.
Wow. You know your brother can sue you.
I wouldn't want to be at the Thanksgiving dinner. It'd be like, why would you bring that up?
I hope she got more than one. You know I want to talk about you.
She said, I know Barbara Moore, I don't want to. I believe your brother a good brother. I'm not finna go that far. I just disagree with you. Yes, he in my prayers, because drugs is a hell of a thing.
I don't wish crack on my worst enemy. I really don't. I done seen destruction. And that's destruction. I'm not with that.
Right. No, we do. I do want to see the. You know what, Jaleel did say something. We gotta leave Barbara More alone, because it ain't about no solution. It ain't about the fun. It ain't about no money.
Attack. That's she just.
No, it ain't about no money. That's we talking about Flint.
Yes. Did she even answer the question? Why did she don't think the man up with it? We got anything?
No, it ain't. But that's things we need to push. We need for man up to get something, and I feel like. We need to go in the right ends. Matter of fact, Lakeisha, we need to sit down, me, you, Rich, DeJuan, we need to put something together and bring you back on to discuss about the right ends. how the write-ins got played. Because I'm with this, and I might catch some flack. I feel like, what's the lady name? Miss Brown. I feel Miss Brown dropped the ball with them write-ins, and I'm gonna still say that to the day. I feel she dropped the ball. Like it's no way that should have went down like that.
You know what?
So, and I feel like y'all do need to even have a voice, even for Tanya. Y'all need to get out there. All the write-in shit. I feel they should put something together, a form, not no cheap shit, not that. And don't get me wrong, I love how Ain't Flo and Winters them did it, but I feel like y'all should have y'all do need with some air conditioner up in there.
Gotta remember this.
I damn near fell out at Burston.
You gotta remember this. We didn't even, I don't even think they turned the air on for us. The whole building was hot. I don't even think they do. I don't even think they turned the air, the whole building was hot.
That's what I'm saying. I will give y'all that Flo. You and Winters put on.
Microphones were set up. They got the city of Flint has a hookup for all of that.
Lakeisha, me and Rich, I'm gonna get with you and Rich. Matter of fact, try to set a meeting where we can sit down. We can put that together for y'all. That's a sad thing, sister. Ain't Flo, for them not to have air. And how much money did they allocate to Burston? Because them look like the same floor when me and my cousin was in there hooping.
It is. That's the same floor that was on in Flint when I left in 1998.
Okay, Chris Collins said, what are the reasons the write-ins didn't make the ballot?
Because of me and Montez Davis.
Man, $1 million in Burston is hot as you get down there and fall out up in there.
The reason, Chris,
they should have had air first.
Is because
Ain't Flo, they should have had air when it was hot, not when it's getting cold. What you say now, Rich?
It was because of me and Montez Davis.
Oh, okay. Well, Lakeisha turned in 150 signatures. So what was the
casualty of war? They just couldn't throw me and Montez Davis off the ballot and look good. They had to throw the other casualties in. And Lakeisha, I was told that your paperwork got checked 3 times. And I said, no, it didn't. She got phone numbers and the address. Oh, no, that's not true. I said, yes, it is. It's true. Well, maybe. And there's known registered voters that are called it as not registered voters on everybody's petition. And I heard a little birdie sing that the Secretary of State did not give them updated voter information. All of this knowledge, the NAACP didn't stand up with it. They know about it. The Black Millennium, they threw dirt on us instead of saying, hey, man, this ain't right.
Chris Collins said be more specific. Why was you and Montez they were so held on bent on, allegedly, not letting y'all alone with all the other write-ins got caught up?
Because of who we are, what we represent, what we can block. Do you see what's on my literature? They ain't feeling a guy like me because I ain't your regular politician. I am somebody that acts for the people. I am somebody that they can call up and not expect the answer that they want. Only thing they can do is call me and hope that I agree with them. They can't call nobody. Karen Weaver can't call and tell me anything. And Sheldon Neely can't call me and tell me. Eric can't call to make me jump. Nobody can call and make me jump. And to the side that controls everything, I was up. Because I know for a fact.
Well, maybe y'all need
no, hold on. Pfeiffer turned in his petitions at the deadline. I was done getting my signatures in February. So if he can turn his in and get signatures at the last minute and qualify, I know that the time I was out there and how cold it was, that wasn't nobody beating me. So I ain't saying, and then I'm running against veterans when it comes to paperwork, but I'm looking at my paperwork. I got 71 signatures. and we needed 75, right?
Right.
I got 2 names that been voting at Burston longer than I have that's counted as not registered. So now I'm at 73 off rip. Then I look on now this is my first and my second sheet.
Right.
Now we're looking at the third sheet. The whole sheet says not counted. And when that not counted in there, that means that somebody went to every one of them addresses before I did. Now peep this. It ain't like it's an apartment.
Right.
That I got 12 signatures from.
Right.
It ain't like it's one street that I got 12 signatures
answer this question.
from.
Why you and the other write-in candidates don't want to sue the state for this? Maybe you should have a lawsuit.
Number one is, hell, I'm barely financing my campaign. Right. So what was I gonna do?
No, that's why I say collectively. Rich. Listen, collectively. Not just you,
because
why you the rest of the other write-ins.
When we was looking into it at the beginning,
right?
He was gonna tax us as individuals. It wasn't, but it ain't over because we have been heard, and there is an investigation that's going on with the county clerk's office. So our stories will come up again. And when they call my name, I ain't lying.
Well, maybe now ain't Flo. Now I'm with you with this because Ain't Flo said she picked who she wanted on the ballot. Them are some of the people we need to get rid of for that right there, because that's why Flint is in the condition that it's in. Oh, they said, Rich, go. See, they said tell you and the other write-ins to go set up a GoFundMe account for the get funding is to do that.
Thank you.
That's Chris Collins said that. You need to get what y'all need. You need to get together with them though, for we can try to set a forum up to do this really for y'all, because you do need to get that out there. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be the way it's going. I mean, I feel like Flint, because we fighting 3 different wars. You fighting racism. You fighting poverty. You know what I'm saying? And then we're in the pandemic. 3 wars we fight.
And see, I don't like. I know I ain't supposed to talk, but I gotta bring it back to. I believe in the old way.
Oh yeah, Ain't Flo said we fighting each other too.
And see what I mean by them not allowing us to participate in the forums with the regular candidates. That means that our ideals and our agendas don't become. I'm gonna give y'all a prime example. In the last governor's race, there was this guy named Bill Cobbs, and it's a such thing as rainy day fund. And with the rainy day fund, that's the ability to just come through and redo a whole city overnight. Just that much money. That's what we have for when like cities like Ann Arbor suffer a catastrophe like the city of Flint and Ben Harbor did. You know, it's something like that. So the first couple of debates that went by, Gretchen Whitmer was walking in there. Hi, I'm Gretchen Whitmer, and you got to vote for me. So you had Shaheed, and then you had Bill Cobb. And they constantly talking about changes and stuff that they want to make. And so as the debates go on, because I'm traveling all around the state with the debates, because I just got into it after we had ours and one in Flint. I was like, woo, I was a debate junkie. So anyway, as we go along, and then like I was helping Bill Cobbs out at the same time too, so we introducing ourselves to unions. And like I said, she's walking in, hi, I'm Gretchen Whitmer, and you need me, I'm back. And he's going in here laying down a half an hour agenda. Abdul is laying out the agenda. Next thing you know, Gretchen Whitmer is starting to talk about streets, fix the damn roads, and all the conversations that these other candidates have. Then Bill Cobbs brought out the rainy day fund. And I was so happy because when you're in a race that big, and this was when we had brought him to the city of Flint, that he had made that announcement. So of course, Gretchen Whitmer and Abdul and Sharia jumped in the race at that time too. Of course, something that big, all three of them had to conversate on because Bill Cobb brought up the rainy day fund. But to our disadvantage, Bill Cobb didn't make the ballot, so the conversation and they didn't have it. You see, Gretchen Whitmer, she ain't give us nothing in our all settlement. So you already know she didn't use the water, she didn't use the rainy day fund. It's still there. And last I heard, it didn't double to triple again. There's more money up there, whatever. So let me tell you what I mean by putting that together with this council race and what they're doing now. I'm the only one in the third ward that I feel really have an agenda, that really has plans on spending money and getting money to the people. And if I was able to sit down at a table doing a forum with them, then they would have to communicate to keep their momentum going. You can't lose your people to Rich Jones because he stands for something that you're going to ignore. You can't ignore Rich anymore. You got to address the tenants to homeowners. You got to address the zero balance everybody water account. You got to address assistance for people that have mortgages. You got to address all of that. But when you act like a person like me don't exist, like M Live, of course you can't say I'm the pick because you don't even know me. You haven't even interviewed me. So you don't know me. If we consider Keisha, she talk about the drones. If she can sit down in between her and Allie and Monica, Allie and Monica got to take notice of that. But by y'all not allowing us our airtime, our media coverage, because the only difference between us and them is you got to write our name in. And that should be the only difference. But y'all make it way more. And it's a shame that I feel the write-ins are better than some of the candidates that are on the ballot. Real talk. I'd rather have Keisha on the ballot than Allie. I feel Steve Barber should be on that ballot to make sure they even have a hard time keeping that seat. People got to get up. They got to remember to vote. And they got to remember to write your name. That's a whole lot to remember when you talk about 7 or 10% of a city that vote. And another thing, it was COVID. Everybody should have been allowed to pay $100 to be on the ballot. But once again, like I said, you can't tell me that Montez Davis don't know 75 people that's voters in the 5th ward that would sign this petition without touching nobody else's. You can't tell me that. I'm not going to believe it. And I haven't even looked at his paperwork. But you can't tell me that. I looked at Lakeisha's paperwork file. She should have been on the ballot. Haven't seen Steve Barber's. I feel Tanya Rising, where it was like, well, you know, they got their vision of who's going to win that race. So I feel like she was a casualty award. She should have been on the ballot. Oh, we throw Tanya off. That just cleared the whole picture. No, y'all still wrong. Can't give what y'all, and then when we was in the city of Detroit, I wouldn't mind being a write-in. And I'm going to try to make sure and fight that where there's another election where there's a write-in, that I help them.
And I got
like the Detroit people help there.
I got one question for you though.
I'm listening.
How did you feel about the fourth ward? About Kate putting that stuff in Wintersdom group about the lady she running against, and she was a Trump supporter.
You know what I feel? Call it a cotton white.
Thank you. That's all I needed to answer. Okay, Jaleel said that the Peacekeepers Global Initiative with Man Up Youth deserve to be funded. However, we've been operating without funds and we will continue to operate without funding. Bending to political favors and being used to help a politician run for office is out the picture. Jaleel, and that right there is so foul that you have to get out here and you doing it with no funding.
And I'm not saying funding, Jaleel. Appreciation.
Yeah.
Appreciation. You don't think you deserve the appreciation.
And the brothers out there. That's what I'm saying.
You appreciate people that ain't doing half of the work that you're doing.
Right, but see, they'll let somebody come in and get after somebody who's not been out here in the streets doing it. See, Jaleel, them all the time, they going to the Regencies, they going North Side A and all of the spots, but not to fund them. And that's the sad thing about our mayor. For you not to fund this brother, that he underappreciated. The Man Up Peacekeepers underappreciated.
I would, if you don't got no money to do that, you got power, you like to give dinner. Hell, give the Man Up Peacekeepers a dinner, charge $25 a plate, and give that to man. Y'all go out there and.
Oh yes, he be out there. That's what I'm saying. And Beecher ain't nothing but the extended part of Flint, our 10th ward. That's all it is. But that's what I'm saying. But that's the sadness that they don't want to come in. The mayor can't see that. You can't see the work Jaleel doing in the street. You so mad that you ain't giving. It seems like
between Jaleel and him. That's like real.
But what is it? Because I ain't see Jaleel say nothing bad about him.
Maybe he ain't say nothing good.
But you don't think with Jaleel don't bring it, we don't need that? Ain't something that money can go fund into? You could fund that for the Man Up Peacekeepers.
You can fund that to that Man Up Peace, that program that Miss Claire keep bragging about that puts my little zero balance to the side for that Jaleel brung up about helping the youth.
But that's the thing, Miss Linda. Why he's not getting the help and you seeing him out here giving food? He's doing this. Why not help this program fund it to help him get going where he can hire people? Why we always want our people to work for free? Why is it always free? But we can see other companies that can come up because they didn't got funded till they become big corporations. Why? What is it? Even with the stores, why our blacks are not spending more money with my man's store over there on Welch, that black-owned store?
And I gotta go and talk to him because we gotta make sure that life is easier for him. Remember what I said earlier about how they tax us?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but we got to go back in these stores. Hold on. We got to go back to these. We got to read and do these deals. Damn that they get 7 years free of tax for all that. Give it to the blacks then. Let black owners get that. Why we can't get a push like that? Why we can't get funded for 3 or 4 years?
And why when Ray tried to give it to Johnny, they said, oh, hell no, that ain't happening. And
because we get our people, we put in as mayor, and they still act like they're against the people.
The recycle, because back when Rutherford was mayor of Flint, they weren't paying taxes.
So how long we gonna keep letting that go down?
They've been passing that deal 7 years to where it's a part of life, and then we can't get liquor license.
But who fault is that? No, because we got council people. So you mean to tell me that none of the white council people voted to give some blacks liquor license? But I bet you, and I'm not trying to be funny, would look like it's being real. I'm being real. Why when the white companies come up there, they can get funded with no problem. But then when it's the black companies coming up here, like I said, And that's once again, I don't see them same blacks that be on them white council people for not funding. Okay, hold on. So I refuse to show up to the key to city to the 10 churches. Then I called all the administration and council about the funding not pushing through. I'm not going to be used to give false image of somebody saying they doing good when they're not. Julie, I'm all the way with you with that.
Man, I've been on that.
I feel you with that, but that's my thing. If Neely can't see the way he playing people, now if he can't see how he playing people, but this the mistake that we made. They were so mad they wanted Weaver out of office, right? Oh, they wanted Weaver up out of here. They couldn't stand Gil Crest. Oh, Gil did this, Gil did that. What about what Don Williamson didn't he do things in his past? But we'd rather call our own people out than to call their people out for the things they done. Everybody done did something wrong. You going to get your key to the city, Rich?
That's a joke. He ain't giving me no key to the city.
No, I'm just asking because Jaleel said Jaleel didn't show up when he gave them 10 churches. Now, that's the bad thing. With them 10 churches, now some might be doing good in the city, but it's hard for me to believe with them 10 churches he gave them keys to, they couldn't come together and focus on the people that's hurting. You got to tell Neely you almost done, Rich. Rich, you got to tell Neely you almost done. We about to wrap it up. You can tell him.
I'm almost done.
Tell him you're almost done and Neely can get over there.
Oh, you talking about this?
Yeah, when you was texting, I said, tell Neely you quit texting him. Neely can hold up.
Man, no, man. Man, that's why the council meeting need to be done in person or in Zoom. I see what you're hitting on.
Damn, he done gave away 21 keys so far. So well,
when he need to go there and turn one, and they made out a goal, he need to go sell a couple.
Okay, but you know,
to fix that lady problem that she got for the had no water in 3 years.
But is he really caring though? You see, man, when you get in these positions, Rich, you got to have a heart.
Photoshop.
No, you have to have a heart. Right now, these people don't have no heart because Neely ain't really for the people. Now it's sad to say that. Now you got people like this Photoshop. The Photoshop's time is over. But he should see it when the election comes, when they throw him out. If maybe he might win. But I feel like if he do win, I feel like my only hope that he ain't got his 6 votes that he think he gonna have. Make him have to learn how to go down and work with that council. Maybe it'd be a good thing if he got 6 that's not voting for him. For you gonna have to go down there and you have to do right because it don't make no sense that W.T. Stevens, and we got to keep speaking about that. W.T. Stevens not getting their money. Tony Broder not getting his money. And we're going to talk about him waiting all this time.
The water line still ain't complete.
Man,
to be honest, it looked like the water line started. He spent all the money without fixing the water line because it seemed like we got the same problem we had when Karen Weaver was in office. I don't think he did a line. But all the money gone. And I don't hear his plan on, well, I heard infrastructure. Man, listen, like I said, they trying to mess this money up. And they trying to throw it up to whatever city council it is up there at the last minute.
I just hope that the new council to come in, they go back and revisit that garbage contract. They really need to do a real audit and quit playing.
I can see that council being right. Like Eric brought up that resolution last night.
Yeah.
I can see Eric bringing up resolutions. I think it's gonna be interesting because Eric ain't finna lay down and just let and like I said, he laid low, let Kate Fields make all of them smart comments to me and stuff, right, knowing that what I said was factual.
Right.
He let Angela Wheeler act like she had every convinced when she said he couldn't serve Rick Snyder. She didn't know how to subpoena him.
But then maybe they need to get, but see, that's sad. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something about Angela Will. I don't like a lot of the way she seeing that don't be understanding things that be going on, unless she just play that way. Because I understand them jobs, when you have them jobs, you are to the beckon of the mayor. They can replace you, get you up out of it, I get it. But if we got weak people in them seats, they need to be out.
Man, you know what? The way Angela and Will have been dealing with mayor to mayor, because you got to remember when
now you see what Jaleel said. It said the residents with galvanized pipes in their homes will still have death traps, even if the pipes from the streets is changed.
And I believe you. And that's a part of all that was a part of a plan.
Nah, I do believe
the home is fixtures, but I gotta fault the Weaver administration for not giving you that home filtration contract.
And I do believe this what Chris said, right? Chris Calvin said the administration has already have a plan. They are waiting on the new council because the administration are going to pay the council members. I believe that Chris just is trying to save us before they come back.
Kill them, Chris.
Allegedly, Chris, but they try to come
Chris,
back.
If I win, though, they ain't coming to me. I ain't gonna get this. Listen, real talk. I gotta fight to make sure they pay us more because I ain't getting none of them. They ain't coming to me.
They not coming, but
they not coming to me.
But now what Chris saying, it make more sense. Neely trying to wait till he get but it show you this. If he I ain't gonna say that. If he think he can go ahead and do that, then that means the people that's coming in are bought and paid for. If he waiting to see the people he got in, that means he got some deals.
All you gotta do is pay attention to everybody that can't feel endorsing.
And Chris Caleb said Quincy comes to mind.
All you gotta do is pay attention to who all she endorsing. Just pay attention.
Yeah, Liddell Lewis is one of them. I'm just telling you, you asking, they endorsing Liddell, they endorsing Allie, they endorsing Quincy Murphy. Because they feeling that Eva and Kate gonna keep their spot. And it's no knock at Liddell. Liddell can come over here.
And also there's a Sapani dude.
Yeah,
Sapani. Yeah. Support him over Jerry Whiffy.
So that should tell you right there. But Liddell can come on and answer this. Because my thing, I'm gonna ask all of them that the ones I seen Kate them backing, are y'all rubber stamps for the administration? I feel like I asked that. Because it's like I asked the ones that's coming up. I asked you this: are you a rubber stamp for Eric Mays?
No, I would not be. No, I'm not.
And I honestly, truly believe, and I can answer this for Sister Muhammad. And maybe I might be wrong, but I don't think she'd be a rubber stamp for Eric Mays.
Sister Muhammad.
And I don't feel like Jerry Carter, to be honest with you,
is the best choice. If we had a race to where only the top 5 vote getters would be on city council, knowing that Eric would be the top vote getter, you got to include Sister Muhammad in that group. And the reason why I say that is because when you want somebody that's gonna sit on that council like me and Eric, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. But Sister Muhammad, she got a way of getting her point across. When it needs to be getting across. And she also got a way of settling Eric Mays down when he needs to be settled down. Because if y'all could go back on those city council tapes to where Eric was blowing up, you would notice that Sister Muhammad always come around and calm Eric
But that's
down.
the point that I'm asking, because I seen these, because I want to ask them. I want to ask Liddell. I want to ask Lakeisha True. I want to ask, you know what I'm saying?
But see,
I want to ask these
people.
Reason I want to say that because we always get these stigmas. Because 1 minute a person to say, oh, they're mean, you know, they're a puppet for this person. Why not bring them on and ask them, how do you think? Because my thing is not is you all right with Eric? I want to know how you feel about the land bank. I want to know how you feel about this. You know what I'm saying? The habitat. So I'm gonna ask you about the people that might be funding you, who you'll be cool with. Because if you're not trying to challenge the land bank,
and it ain't even challenging the land bank, it's restructuring the land bank.
right?
It's being treated right by the land bank.
Right.
Treat us like we live in Grand Blanc. Come on, let's get it. But we gotta remember this. When we start to getting treated right, we can't let them bring up our taxes and because what's gonna happen is they're gonna try to property value us out. They're gonna try the better that living conditions in Flint become, Jaleel, the less of us they gonna want in this city.
But what you saying, Jaleel, you need the people that's on the council that can do that. Because if you had the 6, you can force Neely to have to do what Jaleel just said, correct. And the whole house filtration system should be afforded. Man, really, the state should pay for all that needs to be done. Money that came in. Because they started throwing businesses up around here. But
I'll tell you what, Jaleel, why don't you go, because I'm quite sure there's a situation that the pipes and everything is messed up in Ben Harbor too. Why don't you go up there and try to mend that little problem between my brother Ed Pinckney and brother Muhammad with that infiltration system? And I can tell you what, with them two together, they're not finna get done like the city of Flint got done. Believe me, it ain't finna happen.
And that's what we need to do. We need to, and brother Jaleel, that's what y'all need to do. We don't need to worry about, let's work on the differences and then work on what we can agree on.
Yeah.
Work out the difference. Because at the end, the people are getting hurt. You don't want to see Ben Harbor be like Flint. Look how we confused. We got another mayor, water still bad. People still paying for water. People still can't use this water. Then we got people saying, no, don't zero balance, and I paid my water bill. Are you that silly that you'll cut your nose off to spite your face? That's basically what you're saying. I paid my water bill, they don't pay it.
You know what? It ain't that many of them. It's just a couple of them on Flint politics people that think like that. You got like Alan Greer's wife said it'd be a waste of money.
But that garbage contract and that helicopter wasn't a waste of money. See, that's what I'm saying. See, when you get people on there saying, see, this is what Chris Callow said. He said, if I was there, I could play chess and set up the GoFundMe account and buy the land bank properties and buy some and sell some.
Chris Callow, don't put my number in your inbox, man. We need to talk.
No, it do.
I like Chris.
He always come on here with something good. It's just funny to me that our people, we can't come collectively as a group and work group economics. Like when we didn't have none, because we still in slavery. They just think they not. They like, even with Ain't Flo, didn't understand when Brother Roberts was saying the mop plantation. Some people can't see it. You might don't like the words, but show me where he was lying at.
It's just like the NBA.
Yeah.
You got to think about, look how much money LeBron James makes. But think about how much money their owner is making, paying all of those millionaires all those $1 million every year.
What's up, family? I heard Rick all the way down the hallway. I had to mess with you, bro. This is what is you here talking about?
I'm talking about this, how great of a man this young man is, and
I know he
and if he was a millionaire, y'all would be in trouble.
No, brother Jaleel, don't say that about Ain't Flo. We know she love the Mount Foundation. I mean the Mount Plantation. And Flo is our girl.
Jaleel like the Mount Plantation too, man. Don't put it all on Flo.
No, Jaleel done got kicked out the plantation now, man. Neely done kicked him out. he told him he kicked him out.
No plantations over here.
We sitting here hungry, y'all.
Me building the feet.
I was only supposed to be on here for 15 minutes. Dinner cold, everything.
But we did numbers, brother. We did numbers. We argued with Barbara Moore, argued with us about a half an hour.
Barbara Moore?
Yeah.
Barbara, what's up with you?
No, don't bring her back up, brother.
We have Barbara Moore questions about Eva, Kate, Griggs and Santino.
What'd you say?
And she called Eric a crackhead and said he be smoking with her brother.
What that got to do with the question though? Bobby, come on now, listen. Like, we got bait pickers out here in the street.
He said Jaleel said go eat. He said Neely go eat some pig ears with the wine. What's up with all this fascinated with pig?
What you did with the pig ears?
Neely just sent you away on the pig ears. We got you on a pig ear run, huh?
Yes, it's over.
Hey, Julie, I told you what he was gonna do. I told you the whole Neely playbook. Yeah, he gonna go ahead and corral you in, get you in the office, talk good to you, send you right back out of there. You doing the work for him.
But you know what? For him playing that move, he showed you his hand. Because election season is next year. So now he know he can't come back.
Don't be crying now. Don't be crying now. Don't be crying. We don't want to hear it. The black guy don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear that old crybaby stuff about what Neely did to you not to live. I told you it was gonna happen. Oh, no, I gotta go. What's up, Sheldon? Oh, you said, oh, Jaleel? Yeah, Jaleel talking bad about you right now. No, let me go and get on out of here, man.
Yeah, no, we about to close it down anyway, man. We've been on 2 hours. If we did it in 3 hours.
Brothers been putting on some time out here. Yeah. Good job, bitch.
Yeah, they did 3 hours.
We'll see y'all on the rerun.
On the rerun, people. Peace out.
You know what? But that was so funny. And then look, he was finna
Oh, y'all got so big.
Man, we did
How many we
numbers,
had?
brother. Shit.
Hold on, we about to get back in.